everybody. Welcome to another round of Canje Plays. I always think like some type of weird intro. It's either I'm doing something that's wrong, right? Like my camera's off to the side, completely missing me, or I'm turned sideways, or you only see the back of my head. I don't know why that comes up for me every single time I stream. I'm an idiot. So, hey everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays. Today we're back to play more Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era as we move into our next province, which is Cyrodiil. Um, for people who have not joined before and are wondering, oh my gosh, he's doing all these different provinces and not playing through a full act, it's because I don't want to. What I want to do is showcase for you all the different provinces and potentially some of the different classes that are out there. This doesn't mean that so it's not really an injection of spoilers, only because I only do the first act, and that act can vary wildly based on all these different cards that you can pick. So no play that I do will shift anything that you do, right? The amount of variance in the peaceful or conflict encounters, town encounters, loot, I mean, all that stuff will vary wildly, and there'll be updates to things when you get your game, so you don't have to worry about that either. Cards will be changed, quests will be changed or added. I don't have everything. The land maps that you see, you'll get a lot more variance in that. So, like I said, I don't think you have to worry about it so much. It's just seeing the different provinces and how they'll work, and then you can determine for yourself which province you want to start in. Ta-da! Let's see what we got, and see if my thingamadoo wobbar thingamadie-do is going to work. So let's see. Well, it does work. Sweet. It's time for a little coffee and kanji tomorrow. I actually like that. Coffee and kanji. I like that. That might become a thing. That might become a thing. So, well, Lil Will gets, that might become a thing. Coffee with kanji. I love it. Folk Punk, hello, hello. C Mitch, what's up, Kate? I'm so excited to be playing Arkham Horror with Kate and Cynthia on Sunday. So, Kate, hello, hello. Top of the morning to you. I don't have an accent, almost choked trying to have one. I have an accent, y'all will never hear it, so don't ask. I do have an accent, but it will never come out on the stream. But it's not the accent that could do that. It's more of a Caribbean accent. Y'all will never hear it, so don't ask for it. Tim, hello, hello. Stygian plays solo. Hey, what's going on? Just in time. Hi all. Hi Derek. Happy to watch this stream as I'm playing the remake of TR1? TR? I don't know that. You gotta tell me what TR1 is. I'm an old man. Codes don't work on me. Yogi, it's because chat is actually all bots. So we don't make mistakes. We just regurgitate with our AI overlords tell us that will get through the bot filters while pretending to be real humans. So, we all live in a simulation. Is that what you're saying, Yogi? Is that what you're saying? And we're at Crocodile. Yes, we are at Crocodile. We are playing Crocodile today. Cynthia, there's my other partner in crime. Hey, hey. Oh, looking forward to playing games with you all on Sunday, so I'm super excited. Derek and donuts. No, I think coffee with kanji sounds good. I like that. Broccoli, hey, what's up, man? Good morning to y'all, or hello if you're not just waking up like me. AH, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. AH, Sunday. Sunday, Cynthia. Sunday. Hey Brian, what's going on? Chaos with Kanji is closer. That's only when I hang out with you. Hey, B Mini Painting, hello, good morning everyone. Yeah, yes, that's what I said too. No, today's Friday. Don't take that away from me. Oh, Tomb Raider. You're playing Tomb Raider 1. Nice. Is it the remaster one you're playing? I'm an old man, so I played the original Tomb Raider and I loved it. I went back and looked at the graphics lately and my eyes bled. It's like, oh, we've come so far. So hopefully it's the remake. I kept thinking it's Saturday. Is it October yet? I need this game. Yeah, it's gonna deliver. It's gonna be great. Steve. Hello, Steve. Steven, hello. How you doing? Okay. Schmendrix. Welcome, welcome, Schmendrix, one of my rules attorneys that will be there to help make Kate is the other and make sure that I play this game right. So welcome, welcome. All right. Before I begin, just want to say thank you to the patrons. Thank you so much. You make this all possible. Subscribers, you are amazing as well and getting me closer and closer to the milestone. And on that milestone, we shall have a long chat with games, and I will answer all of your questions, almost all of your questions, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so thank you, patrons, subscribers. If you're neither and you're coming in just to hang out, thank you. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Sensationally social with Beth. I actually love that. Sensationally social with Beth. I like that a lot. After watching you and Rob's gaming table, I've gone all in on this as my birthday present for me. That's awesome. No, that's pretty awesome. I like that. This is a good game. Sensationally, I really love that YouTube handle. I don't know why. It's a remake. There's a toggle, and I've replayed this game on my PS2 in the past, but I like the remake graphics. Yeah. Who's ready for the three to bam? Steve. Okay. Let's go ahead and get down to the table. Yeah, we're over time, so let's go ahead and get down to the table and play some Cyrodiil. Okay, so I only put up a poll for the province. I actually randomly rolled a die on the character, and I rolled an orc. We're gonna take a look at the class, the character, this build up, the location, and then we'll hop into the game. And you all, this time, I don't care where we go, because you all will tell me which one you want, and we'll do. No 2-hour rant. No 2-hour rant. I do wish people would be like, when it comes to that stuff. Being a YouTuber is hard. It's really hard. It's hard because you're really putting yourself out there. I mean, me, I don't care. I'm an extrovert, so bleh, I will vomit my extrovertness all over you all. But for a lot of people, it's putting yourself out there, and I think that it becomes very scary and dangerous when it comes to that stuff. That you want to say, "Hey, these are my thoughts." Where then if you get some feedback, it could be hard. So I just say, be kind. Everybody's going through their stuff. Even me, I've got private stuff going on. I'm not ready to share that yet. I will, but I'm not ready to share that yet with what's going on with me until I get more information medically. And so but I'll share it with y'all because y'all are my family. I love you. But just keep in mind, you never know what somebody else is going through or where they are, so just be kind. You never know. All right, but that's all I'll say on that. I love Rob. I think he's fantastic. He and Mel are the reasons why I got into content creation. They are amazingly kind people. Whenever I've met with them, they've only been anything but everything nice. Like, that's all they've been. Very warm, welcoming, open. My first Gen Con, Rob and Mel were very kind to help me ease into Gen Con and what it was. This last Gen Con, they actually came and said hello, sat down, and we chatted for a little bit. They taught me how to play Star Wars, and it was all from a friendship perspective. So that's I always got. I won't say I'll always. I'll say by and large, I got Rob's back. If the words that he says are kind of harsh, it's him, right? So just keep that in mind. He always means well, and I think that he does take that stuff to heart. So I'd probably say just keep that in mind. Like, if he says something that you don't agree with, it's okay, right? Well, to an extent, right? But it just keep that in mind. He's a kind guy, and even though you may not agree with everything he says, which I don't always agree with everything he says, some things I disagree with, but I know underneath all of that the type of person that's there. So it's not, I think, trying to be rude or mean or anything like that. It doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't get you anything, and all it does is just hurt the person that you're kind of mad at, and it's wasted energy. I'm coming to realize as I get older, especially as of recent and as of late, that
a lot of a lot of things don't matter um, in the long run, and you just kind of, while you want to leave yourself open, and I always use the term stay curious so that you're always learning. And as long as you leave yourself open to staying curious, all the other stuff just kind of washes away, right? So just keep that in mind. I love Rob and Mel. I think they're great, and I will only say kind things about them. But I will also disagree with them when I feel that I don't agree with a point of view. In this state from his last rant, I went back and I came in halfway, and one of the things he was saying I didn't agree with it, but I realized, like, as he was talking, was what he was talking about had nothing to do with me, or I'm very protective of content creators, but what he talked about had nothing to do with me or content creators. I think it was just he was kind of venting his feelings about something that really touched him, and so he just needed to get that out. So, like I said, just be kind. That's all. Yeah, just be kind. It'll be hard. People say stuff that you don't agree with, and then you weigh it in the grand scheme of things of, okay, how is this going to impact my life when I go outside? And if the answer is it won't, do you really need to hold on to that, you know? So, yeah. Yeah, internet is everything. Intent is everything, and he has the best intent. His intentions are always to bring you his his unfiltered thoughts of his gameplays, and sometimes that could come across a certain way to certain people, but it's still coming from a place of wanting to be helpful and kind and showcase his game. So yeah. Yeah. There was the Facebook post about calling him obnoxious, rude, and blah blah. He's not obnoxious all the time. I'm kidding, Rob, but he's not rude. I've never I've never I've never seen that guy be rude to anybody. Honestly, he's just been like, hey, listen, this is where I'm coming from, and you could disagree with me, and that's fine. But I've also seen him be like, hey, this is where I'm coming from. And when presented with new information, he's been like, oh, I never thought about it that way. And then he changes his thoughts. So he's not obnoxious and he's not rude. I think the thing is he comes across as straightforward, and a lot of people can see that as brash or rude. I used to see it as brash or rude. Sometimes I still do. But it's all coming from a place of love. That's where it's all coming from. I mean, but that, just to keep that in mind. I think the tough part of, man, am I ranting? Damn it. The tough part of this platform, and this is stuff that Steve and I talk about all the time. The tough part of this platform is it's one-sided, right? And I say it's one-sided. I look in the chat and we talk, and I'm curious. So if someone presents me with new information, and I think Brian, or was it Brian S, or was it Matt that presented me with information once where I was like, oh, I did not know that, and then it changes my opinion, like live on stream. And so um the thing about this is that it can come across as one-sided because I'm talking. You don't get a chance to respond back to me except for in typed text. Yes, you are. My job here is done. Damn it, Brian. But you don't get to respond back to me in typed text, and there are times where I I like, and this is why I really love co-op chat over on Co-op Guild. Shameless plug. Is that I get to talk with two people who grew up different than me, who think differently than me, and we all sit around and chat to each other about our thoughts. So if I say something and Steve or Baron, and Steve is really good at doing this, he'll do the like, well, I don't know if that's accurate. And so then he'll present me with new information and we talk about it. And I think that that's the thing that as a solo player you miss because you can't, you know. So anyway, all that to say, it's call Canje. Yeah, all that stuff just to say, kind of,
you know, I think, from my personal opinion about Rob's rant, I think Rob is coming from a place of caring, helpfulness, when and love, truly, when he's talking about a game, that how it affects him, how he feels, and honesty. That's the big thing. It's all honest. How he feels about how the game affects him, and how what he thinks of it, but it is, at the end of the day, his opinion. So if you don't agree with opinion, that's your right. Is it your right to kind of bash and call him obnoxious and a jerk? No. I mean, you could do that, but to what extent? I mean, you, you've lashed out at somebody, and now what? Now what? You know what I mean? So instead, I'd probably say just keep in mind there's somebody else on the other end of that, that you're throwing your or shooting your arrows or stabbing your sword at. I'm a nerd, leave me alone. That you're talking to, and that person may be trying to say, hey, this is where I'm coming from, and you're not getting that. So before you say you're wrong, you're obnoxious, you're a jerk, get curious. What has you say that? Well, why is that? um like, ask those questions before you start throwing heated fire. And if at the end of that if the person's saying, well, it's just because that's how I feel, well, that's it, I don't care what you think. If they're saying that and they're not being curious back, before you even spit hot fire, just be like, okay, well, that person's not worth my time, and move on to people who are, that are curious along with you, and you all grow together. He is a guy who I know is curious. He will always be like, hey, this is what I think. It may start off with, this is how I feel. But I've also noticed with him that if you present him with new information, he'll be like, I never thought about that. And then he'll think about it, and then he'll change, and then his opinion changes because he's curious. And I think that that's the thing. All of that to just say, be curious. I think Ted Lasso did it. The reason why it impacts me a lot, because he was like, he got picked on a lot as a kid, and it bothered him for a while. This is the Ted Lasso thing. And then he said he saw a sign that says, be curious. And out of that, it was people being hateful and mad at him. It wasn't about him. It wasn't about him at all, because if it was about him, they would be curious to ask questions like, what type of person this is, who you are, how does this break down? And if you're not being curious and you're closed-minded, you draw a lot of conclusions that you could be very wrong on, and miss out on so much else. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh. I've been talking for what, 16 minutes? So anyway, all that to say, Rob, I love you. Mel, you're amazing. I love you too. And keep on doing what you're doing. You're doing great work. You set a lot of standards. You may have been the first, but I'm sorry that, hey, you got me started in the hobby, and I thank you for that. So that's where I go with it. There is no, I don't kiss butt. I don't tell people what they want to hear. I'm just honest and curious. Okay. All right. What am I? My God, people came here for a gameplay, and I'm giving them this. All right, we need to play some. I'm scrolling up to see if anybody has any questions. I think TES will only start fulfillment in November. Gotcha. No, it will not be 2 hours. We're gonna get into some gameplay. All that to just say he's amazing. He's a great content creator. Him and Mel are top-notch people. And just give them a chance and be curious. That's all I'm saying. The thing that he said with the old cockroaches crawling out from under the fridge had me spit up my drink, and I laughed very hard. Lovely image for the first thing in the morning. Rob just likes talking to his chat a lot before and during his plays. Every single one of his videos, you can just skip 30 seconds. Yeah. I appreciate the way y'all teach us as you play. It is so helpful to actually learn a game before investing in it. I also enjoy the banter, and it's like hanging out with friends. Yeah, and that's how I feel about it.
That's how I feel about it. Y'all are my friends, and I'm just hanging out with y'all. Who let Dan in here? Get that guy out of here. I love Rob and disagree with him all the time. Intent is everything. Yes. How dare people have opinions? He was ranting about. I'm fine with people having opinions. I think Steve said it best because I asked Steve about this, and I asked Steve about this when I said, "Do you feel that this is a potential co-op chat?" But one of the things Steve said to me that resonated well was people can people can say whatever they want to say, but they need to be held accountable. But they also need to be held accountable for the things that they say. That's it. So say whatever you want, but know that you will be held. You're held accountable for the things you say. Rob is not fake, and he does not sugarcoat. Yep. Yes, you are my job here. Time to make Canje Studios a call-in show. Oh no, 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 no. Oh my gosh, how much bad things people. How much of the trolls would call in and just be like, "You suck," and then hang up. That should probably be like a ringer. So yeah, so we're reliant on you reading our text and interpreting it the way you want to. Yeah. Another title called, oh no. Imperfect humans delivering information imperfectly, which is received imperfectly. What could go wrong? Exactly. Internet is great at polarizing people. When we disagree with someone, it's easy to ignore them and their opinion, staying in our safe little agreeing bubbles. Exactly. Step out of that bubble, get curious, ask the questions. I'm always asking questions. I'm always ask Steve. I annoy him whenever I'm like, well, why do you? Well, what? Ask Steve about that. But yeah, I love our chats. It's fun exploring how we all approach different experiences and topics. Differences is what makes life interesting. Exactly. Steve and I always, whenever we do a game of Palooza, there's always a time where we sit down for like 2 or 3 hours and we just talk about stuff, and it's so refreshing because it's there's a lot of things that we don't agree on, but we could talk about it. That's the big thing. But as people, we need to engage with others whom we don't necessarily agree with, because if we don't, we'll never understand them. Exactly. Can you start playing? Cynthia's telling me off for starting. Oh, I'm sorry, Cynthia. I'm sorry. I'll shut up. I'll shut up. I'll shut up. I'm sorry. Rob is super smart. This feels like a big family. I don't mind him venting from his own mental health. Yeah. I can vouch for Derek not saying things I want to hear. I rarely want to hear. Who let Dan in here? Anyway, let's get started. All right. So we're ready to play a game. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. In and out. Done and done. Let's take a look at our character. 20 minutes. Table cam. Table cam. Table cam. We're playing with an orc. An orc is our character. Nope, I'm not going to make it 30 minutes. 21 minutes. We're done. We're playing with an orc as our character. Our orc is going to have the Swift Warrior. Once per battle after the end of your turn, gain 1 over fatigue to take an immediate extra turn. Woohoo! 5 health, 2 stamina, 2 magicka, 1 combat, and 3 cooldown. So I'm starting with the 3 cooldown this time, so I don't have to upgrade it to 3 to start off. We are starting with, slide this bad boy in, 2-handed for the stamina. So it will be the stamina 2-handed, and we're level 1, so we have 2 dice for Wrecking Blow. Basically deal 2 damage to your targets, or if I do that, deal 3 damage to your target, then gain 2 light fatigue or 1 over fatigue as our starter. When we upgrade it, we will go to Onslaught. Thank you so much, Jonathan. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, my apologies, but I can't afford to pay for both Rob Rants and Canje Rants. No, it's okay. Hey, it's okay. I'm here for enjoyment. I'm here for your viewing pleasure. Welcome, Jonathan. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so Onslaught, so this is level 2 dice. Deal 4 damage to your target. After this engage, gain a Bane status die. Or we get that 1 symbol that drains the die, deal 5 damage to your target. This is the character I'm talking about. This is the Kim character, the I choose violence. So level 3 gains you momentum. that says deal 2 damage to your target for each fatigue in your cooldown track. That is stupid powerful. What? It's only 1 die, but damn. So you just gain a bunch of fatigue and then destroy something. That sounds pretty amazing. You could drain that die by rolling that symbol if you choose to remove up to 1 fatigue from your cooldown track. This is definitely a Kim character. It is. This is choosing violence of the highest priority. Remove up to 1 fatigue from your cooldown track for each adjacent enemy. Replace one of the remove fatigue on each of... Place one of the remove fatigue on each of these enemies. Enemies with fatigue on them cannot target you. At the end of the round, their fatigue dice are removed. I'm going to build this up. This just sounds very demure and mindful violence, of course, Layla. Very demure and mindful violence. Gain a bunch of fatigue and then slaughter something. So then we have Executioner. Get that die, it's only 1 of them. Gain 2 light fatigue or 1 over fatigue to immediately defeat an adjacent non-quest enemy that has HP less than you do. Damn. Oh, but then it gets better. Level 4. The Balance Blade. So each time, this goes in your active slot, each time you would gain an over fatigue, you may place it in an active slot if possible. On your turn, if all of your active slots are full, you may drain this die and deal 2 damage to an adjacent enemy for each over fatigue in your active slot. Why is this? Good gravy. This is just power. Damn. Okay, so... And deal 2 damage to an adjacent enemy for each over fatigue in your active slots. Then place all over fatigue in your active slot back into the supply. So you just burn it off and kill somebody. Each time you would gain an over fatigue, you may place it in an active slot if possible. As soon as all active slots are full, exhaust this die and place all over fatigue in your active slot back in the supply. I know, Kate. That is stupid. All right, then we got Cleave. Deal damage to your target equal to your current HP. Deal half this damage rounded up to all other enemies adjacent to you. Wow. Then we've got deal damage to your target equal to your current stamina stat. Deal half of the damage rounded up to all other enemies adjacent to you. I like two-handed fighting. That seems nice. So that is two-handed fighting. That's this die. Why would they not start me off with this die? That just seems good. Yeah, I know. You get to over fatigue rounds if you have that level. You get to over fatigue rounds, and then you roll that dice to fill this up, and then destroy everything. It's so good. All right, our class is going to be Warden. Oh, that's true, because I wouldn't be using magic. You're right, Kate. I'm going to shift that when we do build up. So Warden. So how to upgrade this? Defeat a level 10-20 enemy or quest unit with either the Diving Cliff Racer or Feral Guardian Companion. My innate ability as a Warden says after a beast companion is defeated, heal yourself 3 HP. So running into like... I just randomly picked this. I rolled a die and it came up. Just to let you know, I did go searching for this. So the Warden sounds... This sounds like a good combo so far. For one tenacity, there we go. For 1 tenacity, dive. Deploy companion unit Diving Cliff Racer to an unoccupied adjacent hex. It is a companion controlled by you. This companion is removed at the end of battle. Okay, I need to know what that is. What is that? It's probably a level 1 creature, but I must know. I'm gonna go searching for it. Diving Cliff Racer? Diving Cliff Racer. I'm just looking for it because that just sounds cool. Actually, it might be a special unit. Yeah, it must be a special unit. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's a special unit. Let's see.
That guy just sounds terrible. Delisandra. She's in here a lot. She is in here a lot. So you'll be fighting different versions of Delisandra. There it is. Found it. All right. I'll throw these back in here. Okay, here it is.
Diving Cliff Racer. So that is a Diving Cliff Racer. Yeah. So 3 health. The Feral Guardian's on the other side. It's on the other side, Kate. So 3 health, 1 range, rolls 2 attack dice, no shields. It has dodge and rush. I know rush is if the enemy's not close to it, it gets to move again. And dodge, look at me! Look at me! And then dodge is when damage is rolled against it, for every non-combat die, for every miss, I block a damage.
Dang! I'm getting smart. Proud of myself. I'm just gonna hold on. Look at me. And then we flip over, and we've got the Feral Guardian. This is an AI clone. I'm playing a game without looking at the rule book constantly. Isn't that crazy?
Feral Guardian has Maim and Rush. We've already talked about Rush. Maim says that when this unit rolls combat skill dice, the total damage rolled is reduced by half, then rounded down. This effect does not apply to true damage. So we apply Maim to a creature, and that's what Rush. So I get a bearer bird, basically. Sounds solid. And this attacks 2 creatures, which is fantastic. Okay. We're gonna keep you close. I'll keep you right here. Okay. So bond with nature for 2 tenacity. Heal a party member insight for 2 HP. If it is a beast, this may exceed its health stat. I can make them stronger. 3 tenacity, living vines. Enduring after a beast companion takes damage. If it is not defeated, it heals for 1 HP. 4 advanced. Am I turning in? I don't know what this class is. I don't know what this build is going to be, but this is interesting. Advanced species. A companion may immediately move up to 2 hexes and engage. If it is a beast, it may move up to 2 additional hexes and increase its combat stat die by 2 for this engage. So getting the creatures out on the board is key. Gotcha. And then number 5 is to summon that Feral Guardian to an unoccupied adjacent hex. It is a companion controlled by you. This companion is removed at the end of combat once per battle. I'm a Pokemon trainer with a great sword.
So yeah, and we'll look at the master side once we get there.
Zoom.
So like Kate was saying, instead of putting this in my combat space, I'm not going to be specializing in magic, so I'll move this to my magic space.
There we go. So now we got space and opportunity. We've got our cooldown, tenacity, experience. Of course, we'll be starting in hammer mode. 2 magic, 2 stamina. So we'll build up the stamina. We'll build up this. I want more of these dice for sure. And we've got some room to go with health and then whatever we want to build. I think heavy armor might work for this build, so that might be something that I'm looking for. And this works out for what we have. Okay, so that is the build. I need to show you the Cyrodiil, the crocodile map. So this is the Cyrodiil map. Let me move my big old biscuit head. So this is the Cyrodiil map. There is a thingy here, right? I need my pen because my fingers are all huge and stuffy. So there is a thing right here. This is the track that's on here. So we'll read about what's going on there because there's alliances that's happening. You see the board built out. This is the first time I'm looking at it too. We have town, peaceful encounters, conflicts, and unstables that we're going to be going with. And that is our setup. So we need to determine which one of these we're going to start with. You all tell me.
we've played the Mages Guild, we've played the Fighters Guild, and we've done Undaunted. So if y'all want to see those again, let me know. Yeah, hey Jan, it's only Crocodile because Barrett said it was. So we've got the Eyes of the Queen, the Dark Brotherhood, the Circle of Champions, the Sijic Order, Outer Watch. Oh, I think we did the Thieves Guild too. So one of these is what we got. Hey Jess, happy Friday. Obviously the Dark Brotherhood. So Yogi says the Dark Brotherhood. Any other votes? We've got the Sijic Order, Outer Watch, Circle of Champions, and Eyes of the Queen. So we've got one for Dark Brotherhood. I tell you what I'll do. Y'all, while it's like we don't know, pick two more, and then I'll put those in the chat poll, and may the best one win. So we've got Circle of Champions. One more. Anything you'd like to explore? I don't know. I don't think there's anything. I'm just randoming here for this. I'm just here to showcase the province. So pick one more. Outer Watch. Okay. All right. So I'll put these over here, and I will put these three in the chat for voting. So let me create a poll right now to do this. Start a poll. Swing on a poll. Which guild? And we've got Dark Brotherhood. Hey Duke, thanks so much for becoming a subscriber. Circle of Champions, and finally Outer Watch. And start poll. Poll's up. All right. So, and if you want to see what each one of these are, I'm not going to show the guild ability until we pick. So don't look for that. There you go. Those are the three. There you go. And let me fix this camera while y'all are voting, because that thing's gonna drive me. It's gonna drive me to drink. Let's see. Figure video. Y'all are voting. Let's do that. Then let's do that, and it's fixed. No more blur. No more blur. No more blur. Jeremy did Sijic, so not that. Okay. All right. Yeah, so you get to pick anyone. Yeah, I don't have a preference. I don't have a preference. Jan, I can't do pets because Brian's in the chat, and Brian will fly over from England and throttle me in my sleep if any harm comes to any pets that are not that cannot be resummoned. So I don't feel we could have a better character than Dark Brotherhood. Feels wasted here, but maybe that's just me. Or the best assassin, or the best assassins, you mean? It won't be in your sleep. Oh no. I had to prep dinner for a game tonight. Love y'all. All right, Hans. I mean, Jan. Hans. Jan. Have a good evening. Enjoy your game night. See, I'm being threatened on stream. You see that? Cynthia, I'm being threatened. I'm being repressed. Vlad the Impaler. All right, so let me get a drink of water and then we'll close it off. Gunner, I call that's bait. I'm not taking a bait on that one. Nope. Especially if Chris is here. help! I'm being repressed. I love y'all. Y'all get my nerd. Y'all get my nerddom so well. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see what we're looking at here in the poll.
Here we go. And in the poll, winner is Dark Brotherhood. Sweet. 20 people voted. Dark Brotherhood it is. So we will take these out and throw this up. A group of zealous assassins. I assassinate with an axe. It's the only way to do it. It's like nuking them from orbit. These Amaro professionals will take on any contract if the correct rights are enacted. Members of the Dark Brotherhood are accountable only to themselves. This line and outline now. Their strict bylaws and their dark god Sithis. The party usually focuses on eliminating specific targets. This can take the form of unique battles or non-combat actions. I'm an assassin. I know, Connor, that's perfect. An assassin. So our guild action. Mark of the Black Hand. For your guild kiosk town action, place a fear status die into a ready slot as an item. On your turn in battle, you may use this item to apply the fear status die to an adjacent enemy. Oh, fear. The effects of this unit's non-combat skills are ignored. This effect does not apply to skill dice already in active slots or the cooldown track. So what does that mean for enemies? The effects of this unit's non-combat skills are ignored. Does that mean like shatter? Is that what that means? Or I think that's what that means. Like they're keywords. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. This might work. This might work. So I might be doing that guild action for a little bit. All right. So that is our guild, which we usually put someplace close by so people can rap me on the head and say, hey, idiot, don't forget your guild kiosk action. So the Crocodile Gazette, or the Cyrodiil Gazette. Dang it, Baron. Once the preposterous seat of the Second Empire, Cyrodiil has fallen on hard times since the Ruby Throne was left without a legitimate heir. The Imperial City has been sacked by Black Worm cultists who have made some dark pact with Oblivion and appear to be responsible for the dark anchors dropping all over Tamriel. If you don't know what that is, go look at the first trailer. Not the first. The first long trailer for Elder Scrolls Online. You will see a dark anchor, and it is glorious. Perhaps more devastating to the land itself is the ongoing Three Banners War. As the three military alliances vying for the throne, as well as the remnant of the old empire... I need my pen, I lost my place. Bolstered by the Blackworm cult, have seen fit to make Cyrodiil a perpetual front in their destructive conflict. These days, any traveler on the roads of Cyrodiil had best be wary of passers-by, as one never knows whose side they're on, or whose side currently has the upper hand in the war. Alright, so let's take a look at the overland mechanic. Man, this is a lot. This is a lot to read. Okay. In Cyrodiil, the remnants of the Empire clash with forces of the Aldmeri Dominion, Ebonheart Pact, and Daggerfall Covenant. On the front line of the Three Banners War. So that's going on now. The battlefront track is on the overland map. Measures each faction's current standing in the ever-changing conflict. At the start of each session, place a scroll token on the Empire remnant space. Then place that... Okay, so let me grab a scroll. So we got scroll book. Okay. Then grab the book is life token, is the battlefront token. Wait. Then place the book token on top of the scroll token. That token is the battlefront token, and it tracks... Why am I losing? I'm losing myself constantly. And it tracks the shifting balance of power in the Three Banners War. The scroll token represents the dominant faction, which is currently maintaining the most control in the province. When triggering the active province effect step, advance the battlefront token towards the faction determined by the day's icon.
The Battlefront token moves along the printed lines and may also move onto and through the Empire Remnant space. If the Battlefront token would advance to either the Aldrumi, Dominion, Ebonheart Pact, or Daggerfall Covenant space, it stays where it is, and you instead place the scroll token on that faction space, making that faction the dominant faction. The Empire Remnant faction does not become the dominant when the book token moves onto its space. I'm going to need someone to help me with this. It only becomes dominant when specific effects say to set the Empire Remnant as the dominant faction. The dominant faction affects some encounters as well as enemy skills like the native detain, but its primary affects town encounters. Encounters in towns with the shifting tides town effect are modified based on the dominant faction. The shifting tide dominant effects are as follows. The Aldmeri Dominion add 3 common and 2 legendary loot to each town's shop. If the town has a shop, all trainers are if the town has a shop, all trainers are closed. Period. If we have the Daggerfall Covenant, add 3 random skill lines to the number available at the trainers. If the town has trainers, all shops will be closed. And that's not if the town has trainers, comma. That's period. All shops are closed in Daggerfall. With the Ebonheart Pact, when an adventurer takes a guild kiosk town action, they gain 2 tenacity. Period. Alchemy stations may refresh up to 3 potions instead of 1. All town square and quest boards are shut down. And then the Empire Remnant, each adventurer gets 1 fewer town action. Okay, so the Empire Remnant sucks. Imperial adventurers may spend 2 tenacity to ignore this effect for themselves. During the Activate Province effect step in the End of Day phase, apply the following effect according to the overland icon drawn. So, usually this is our day stuff, right? So, advance the Battlefront token 1 space toward the Aldmeri Dominion, towards Ebonheart Pact, towards Daggerfall, and no icons, set the Empire Remnant faction as the dominant faction, and place the Battlefront token in the Empire Remnant domain. We've got the native skill of Detain. When this unit determines a target, its target must exhaust an available skill die. If the Empire Remnant is dominant, the skill die is drained instead. What? That sucks. And then there's Delve stuff. All right, so I need to understand this because I need to set this up. So let's see. So this is the Empire Remnant right here. And these are the tracks it's moving to their dominions of the Dagger Covenant, the Ebonheart Pact, and the Aldmeri Dominion that's there. So let's see. So I think the Battlefront token moves across the lines in the direction indicated, but needs an additional move in the right direction once it's on final space in order to mark it as dominant party. All right, let's step through this, because when you get your game, this is going to be a question that everybody has. It's like, what? So the Battlefront. Okay, so in Cyrodiil, the remnants of the Empire clash with forces on the front lines of the Three Banner War. The Battlefront track on the overland map measures each faction's current standing in the ever-changing conflict. At the start of each session, place the scroll token on the Empire Remnant space. Done. Done. All right. Okay. Then place the book token on top of that token. Okay. Done. Did that. Done. The book token is the Battlefront token, and it tracks the shifting balance of power in the Three Banner War. The scroll token represents the dominant faction, which is currently maintaining the most control in the province. When triggering the active province effect step, advance the Battlefront token, which is the book token, towards the faction determined by the day's icon. The book token moves along the printed lines and may move onto and through the Empire Remnant space. If the Battlefront token would advance to either lines and may move... sorry. I lost myself again. If the Battlefront token would advance to either the Dominion, the Pact, or the Covenant space, it stays where it is, and you instead place the scroll token. Oh, I get it. On the faction space, making that spec. Oh, okay, I get it. Yep, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Both tokens start on the EP spot, then once you start doing end of day stuff, the book moves. Once the book gets to dominant. Yeah, once the book gets to one of these spaces, here, or here, they become, and it stays there, right? Because it doesn't go on this spot, it goes here. So it's going to switch a lot. That's weird. Yeah, that's weird. Both tokens start on the EP spot, then once you start doing end of day, move the Battlefront to one of the 3 empty spots, if icon, or the dominant to the 2-letter spots. Yeah, it's a bit oddly written. Yeah, I get it. That's weird. So to me then, so when does it trigger that it becomes dominant? If it stays where it is, right? If the Battlefront token would advance to either those things, it stays where it is, and you instead place the token. Yeah, so it has to stay there for at least 2 rounds for them to become dominant. So how I'm reading this is, if I pull the Ebenheart Pact, I'd put that there. Then then at the end of the next day, if I pull the middle symbol, the symbol right here, it stays there, and they become the dominant faction. So it has to stay there twice. It has to be there like for 2 turns for them to become dominant. However, while this is still the dominant faction, if at the end of the day it says go to the Aldmeri Dominion, it'll move back to the Empire, and then it'll move over. I see how it works. It has to stay there twice. I got it. I got it. I'm kind of sort of smart. If we deal with the delve, I'll deal with the delve setup stuff that's on here. Okay, I get it. Just if nobody understood what I just said, let me know and I will re-explain this. But I understand how it works now. It's just oddly worded. I understand how it works. Right. If it'll shift around a lot. It'll stay probably that stupid Empire thing for a while and then shift around. All right, who are we with again? Our faction, Dark Brotherhood. So let's get our story straight here for the Dark Brotherhood. Complexity 2, Dark Brotherhood. All right, extinguishing the flame. Session snapshot. So a snapshot of this is assassinate targets while keeping your body count low. What? That's not what I'm built for. Assassinate targets while keeping your body count low as towns continue to close themselves off to you. Cool. You're summoned by the Dark Brotherhood matron Astara Corellius, who informs you that the Black Sacrament has been initiated. The Brotherhood has procured a new contract from the Mages Guild of all places. They don't want to get their hands dirty, and they don't want anyone to know they got our hands dirty, so keep this one extra quiet. Corellius instructs you, furrowing her stern imperial brow at you. The guild has it on good authority that some members of a cult called the Order of the Waking Flame have infiltrated high-level leadership positions in the armies of the 3 alliances, she continues. Your job, if you choose to, so I'm working for MI5, your job, should you choose to take it, is to eliminate them with and the guild was sure to demand this, a little collateral which is with as little collateral damage as possible. Move quickly. Each time you off one of the targets, their alliance is likely to throw more of their efforts into chasing you down. Our starting location is Black Castle Boot. So Black Castle Boot, right here, Castle Black Boot. So we're starting there. Special setup instructions: designate an area to place set aside health chips, which will be used per quest instructions. Cool. All right. So our quest objective. Slide this over so we can see it all together. Our quest objective: travel to Velestris or Castle Bloodmane and initiate the following clash recommended by day 3. So Castle Bloodmane, or so one of those two. By day 3, add number of player level 1 enemies to the baddie pool and deploy them last. The first enemy deployed must be a humanoid. Each time a party member defeats an enemy that is not the Hex 1 enemy, the Hex 1? Oh, the Hex 1 enemy, set aside a chip. So that is our infamy. So what do we have to do? So we have to get there, do this clash, and if we do, we get 2 experience points and some good stuff. Let the bodies hit the floor. Now I got that song in my head. 1, something wrong with you. 2, nothing wrong with me. I got that song in my head. Okay. So first day, and the town we're starting in, I need this book for that. We're starting it to Castle Blackboot. It's Castle Bloodmane. Castle Blackboot. So Castle Blackboot. The clashes to defeat the specific guy. Any additional enemies kill generate bad stuff. So kill everyone, obviously. I mean, I have a 2-handed axe. I only have one. I only have one setting, and that's kill. Castle Blackboot is a frequently contested stronghold, most often in the possession of the Aldmeri Dominion. It is a strategically important garrison, protecting a massive gate to elsewhere just beyond the region of Reaper's March. Which means we might be getting an Elsewhere expansion. Dominion control. It's not under Dominion control. Oh, wait. Depending on... At the start of the encounter, the party must make a social check. Fail. If the Aldmeri Dominion is dominant, or if it is day 1, this check is automatically successful. Each High Elf, Khajiit, and Wood Elf adventurers may reduce the difficulty of this check by 1. If unsuccessful, Castle Blackboot is closed for the encounter, and you must proceed directly to the end of day phase. So it's day 1, so we automatically succeed. Cool. Shifting Tides. Apply the dominant faction's effects for this town encounter. This effect is ignored on day 1. Thank you for doing that, because that would suck. All right. We got cards to shuffle, people. We got cards to riffle shuffle. These are PVC cards. So, this is where I'll do the shuffle warning. Close your eyes. Gird your loins. And hide the women and children. And that's it. All right, we're done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5. All right, let's take a look at those 5. We've got Diplomatic Immunity. I keep finding this card.
So basically, we get to discard that to take an additional town and counteraction. We've got the Beach Lightning Staff. What's happening? Are you throwing fruit? Are you throwing vegetables and fruit at me? Beach Lightning Staff. Deal yourself 1 damage to increase your range by 3 for this engagement. Ignore sight. We've got we've got Orcish, no rhubarb salad. Discard this item. Hello, Chris. Discard this item, then you may temporarily increase your stamina and magicka by a collective total of 2 for the rest of the turn. We've got some. What did Gimli say? Salted pork. Some roast pig. Discard this item, then each adventurer may gain 1 over fatigue to heal the full, which could work for me. And then we've got heavy red tincture. Expend. Until the end of the round, you can only take a maximum of 1 damage each turn. Ooh. I'm going to take... That is a huge possibility.
That's a huge possibility for a solo game. And then we shuffle these. Ooh, what are you doing in there? What are you doing in there? Get out of there. Get out of there, little guy. You belong. Go to your home. Don't you like your home? All right, shuffle those up. All right, we only have 1 of those, which is... What the hell is this? When a lockpick attempt is made, you may choose to add 1 HP chip to this pet and set 1 lockpick die to the side of your choice. Once there are 5, discard this. Does that say its name is Cog Bucket? That's amazing. All right, and let's draw our 6 skills. We're looking for heavy armor. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4. We found heavy armor. I am tempted to take speech again, but we need to do something different. Speech is just kind of like my go-to now. And a 2-handed creature, the orc that just yells at you, kind of makes sense. Okay. All right. So this is our starting. Everything's open to us. And we get 2. The town square action is the gate to elsewhere, where we gain 2 tenacity in the town. We've got our guild kiosk, where we could gain our fear die. I mean, honestly, I don't know. Daedric summoning for more pets. I haven't explored Daedric summoning enough. So I'm a warrior with pets? Is that what I am? Sure. Huh. But we put our 2-hand in the same row as magicka, so don't do it, probs. Correct. We're not going magic for summoning. Our job isn't to summon. Our job is to kill with our pet bear. So I think heavy armor can work. I'm trying different stuff. Let's just say that. I'm trying different stuff. To me, the potion seems pretty cool, which means I can only take 1 damage each turn. Until the end of the round, you can only take a maximum of 1 damage each turn, but that's a one-time burn. Wholesale murder. Yeah, I'll take... My first action is to take heavy armor, and we'll put heavy armor up here. And let me grab heavy armor. Here it is. All right. We've seen this before from people who've never watched any of my streams and are just joining today. Let's take a look. Wholesome murder. So heavy armor dice are played. So these things matter in my cooldown track. And when I get these dice, I don't want them to be tenacity symbol, which means that's what I'm going to roll. So resolve in the cooldown track. While this die is in your cooldown track, when you are dealt damage by an adjacent enemy, you may prevent X damage, where X is the number that's on that die. We also get Constitution. While this die is in your cooldown track, when you are dealt damage by a non-adjacent enemy, you may prevent X damage. So ranged people. That's for ranged. So when we go to level 2, we get Immovable. While this die is in your cooldown track, after an adjacent enemy engages you, deal that enemy damage equal to the number of available combat skill dice you have. Dang. So I can wow. Ironclad. While this die is in your cooldown track, resolve and so mistype, right? Hopefully this will get caught in your game if anybody's working with chip theory games that's on here. Typo. Resolve a constitution resolve a constitution die in your cooldown track. Each prevent resolve and a constitution dice. Oh, it's not a typo. I'm reading it stupid. So resolve and the constitution dice in your cooldown track each prevent 1 additional damage. That is those 2 dice. Your level 1 dice. Nope, that's their name. I get it. It's just weird. Level 3. Unstoppable. While this die is in your cooldown track, you may move 1 additional hex for each heavy armor skill die in your cooldown track, and you may move into hexes occupied by non-quest enemies. When you do, the unit occupying the hex is placed in the closer unoccupied hex. And then I've got the Unstoppable Juggernaut. I would say the other thing, but I'm not going to curse on a Friday. While this die is in your cooldown track, you may gain 1 light fatigue to gain 2 tenacity each time you change battle form. Because I'm the Juggernaut! What is happening? Yeah. Okay. So we gain heavy. We got heavy. We don't have any dice for heavy, but we will get them over time. So that's our first action. Our second action, I mean, I don't know. We could gain a side quest. We could gain our guild thingy to fear something. I think we could gain our guild thingy to fear something, right? Or do you want what do y'all want? What do y'all want? Do you want the cog bucket spider pet? Do you want the heavy tincture? Do you want to go to the quest board, or do you want to do the guild kiosk, or do you just want to do the town square and gain 2 tenacity? There's a lot of choices here, and all of them are not bad. I haven't found the weapon that really sings to me, so I think I might do my Dark Brotherhood Guild kiosk action. Spider Pet? You think Spider Pet's C-match? I love the spider as a meme, but it doesn't seem too useful. Quest board, maybe quests? Alright, Dominic says quests. Let's go to quest board then. That's what we'll do. Yeah. And we'll go to another town we'll do a peaceful encounter, gain some XP, gain some dice, and then we'll go from there. So, side quests. Side quests. Here we go. No, we already did that one. I want to do something else I haven't done. A high elf scorned. A high elf claims that some merchants stole a lost accessory of theirs. Find who stole it and burn their... Let me out of here and I'll burn your house to the ground. What do you mean and? Fine. Let me out of here or I'll burn your house to the ground. After populating the items in a shop, you must first check to see if the quest is completed. I don't know how that could be. If an item with the accessory, keepsake, or ring trait is available in the shop, you must discard all available items in the shop, then complete this quest. Each adventurer Each adventurer gains 3 tenacity, gains 2 XP, and immediately proceeds to the reward step. No town actions can be taken. This town is closed for the rest of the session. Except, am I burning the town down? This town is closed for the rest of the session, except if a quest requires you to take a town encounter there. Set this card next to the map or note it in your journal to keep track. If you are on an Eye of the Queen quest, the guild covers for you, taking an interest in the High Elf's plight. While the shop items are still discarded, you may continue to take down actions. No, we gotta find out what our second one is. Our second one is the Dark Forces of Greed. Oh, both of these seem cool. Breton Mage has reported that a shipment of his tomes have been stolen by cultists. He requests your aid in retrieving it. Travel to the southernmost conflict landmark and initiate the following clash for that day's encounter. Add level 10 Canje cultists to the baddie pool and deployed first. If this encounter is successful, complete this quest during your next town encounter and give each adventurer an additional town action. Gain 2 XP during that day's reward phase. You may then attempt to swindle the mage, make a social check. So a 4, if successful, one adventurer may search the common loot deck for a enchanted item, Glyph of Stamina, and gain shuffling the deck afterwards. So basically, we just have to beat the cultists to win, but if we're playing 3-player, we have to kill everybody. Oh, both of these are good. Homelander approves. So, another poll going up for which one y'all want to do. Start poll. And we do which side quest. We have a High Elf Scorned or the Dark Forces of Greed. Pow! Poll's going up. There you go. Burn the shop to the ground. Jeez, it's a little extreme. Vote for it. Polls up. Oh, man. Does anybody get that reference that I said, or is that over? When I said, you know, let me out and I'll burn your house to the ground. One of my favorite Disney movies. Fine, let me out or I'll burn your house to the ground. I'm okay with that, Layla. I'm okay with that. It's only one act, so this character is wiped clean and people can tweak the build all they want. Okay. Oh goodness. I love this game. This game's fun. It is fun. And I do let me put this stuff away while I'm talking. And honestly, this will be in my end of year voting for amazing, awesome game. I'll just put them all together, and I can sort them out later. So we'll just throw them over here in the discard pile. Hey, Ela. Let's go ahead and end the voting and see what we're dealing with. What's the word on street? Looks like a High Elf Scorned won that poll. All right, so High Elf Scorned will be our side quest. Please remind me of it as we go to a shop. I'll put it backwards in here so I don't pick it again. What is happening? What's going on with you? Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, put it this way. There we go. Okay, so a High Elf Scorned it is. All right, so that was our 2 actions. We end the day. Reward step, nothing really to do. Cooldown. Province. We need to do the weather. Well, I say weather, but you know what I mean. We need to do the war. So it's that symbol. That symbol is the Ebenheart Pact. So we will move this to the Ebenheart Pact.
And this will go in the back. So the Ebonheart Pact begins their ascent to greatness. Okay. So we go to... So then we end the day. We go to day 2. And we determine what we're going to do. The all-in, I think this game is solid. I think it's solid. Right? So we got until day 3. So we've only got 1 day to dork around, right? Pretty much. And then we need to determine where we're going to go. I could go to an unstable encounter, or I could go to a peaceful encounter. Let's go to a peaceful encounter, and then we'll end up on day 3. We'll do the encounter in the town. So we're going to go to a peaceful encounter for ours. I've grabbed all the Cyrodiil and 4 of the general ones in here. All right. So let's see what our top one is. And I probably shouldn't have done that because I had a card in the back. It should have been discarded. I'm an idiot. But, you know, you live and learn. The time to pick a side. A small mob has coalesced around the burly Imperial man who is in well-worn armor. The group's de facto leader seems to be a young Argonian woman who is currently jabbing her finger in the Imperial's face. It's not going to end well for you. It's your kind, your foolish Imperial Legion who has plunged this land into despair, she snarls. The crowd buzzes. The soldier reaches for his blade. If no one steps in, this will surely lead to violence. Well, it will lead to violence, but don't call me Shirley. And we'll flip this over, and we've got some choices. We can, if this was an unstable encounter, we would have to take this one, but it's not. So we can ally with the Imperial. Set aside a level 10 Imperial Enforcer. Persistent. During the next non-quest battle, the Imperial Enforcer becomes a companion controlled by the party. During this clash, all non-Imperial enemies deploy with +3 health. After this clash, discard this card. YOLO! I went with both expansion level pledges. I was able to use PayPal and paid for. Oh, sweet! That's awesome. Yep, there are 2 available on the Pledge Manager. That's awesome. 2 expansions? There's Valenwood. What's the other expansion? Gameplay, pause. What's the other expansion? Did I miss something? Elder Scrolls. Betrayal of the Second Era. Did I miss an expansion? There's the gameplay bundle with Valenwood. Oh, the SGs. The SGs. Gotcha. Gotcha. It's in the SGs. Okay. 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 Like, make me think I'm crazy. All right. So, the Thieves' Trove in Valenwood. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. So, because I did the gameplay all in. I didn't want the art book. I didn't care about that. And I didn't want the dice tray thingy. I didn't care about that either. So I ended up getting the gameplay. I got everything but that. Let's just put it that way. I got everything but those things. Yeah, no, it's all good. I just want to make sure I didn't miss something. Okay, so either we side with the Imperial and we gain the Imperial level 10 as an ally for the fight, but the enemies get boosted. All non-humanoid enemies get boosted. Or we join in the crowd's condemnation. Set aside a level 1 Argonian bandit. During the next non-quest battle, the Argonian bandit becomes a companion controlled by the party. During this clash, all Imperial enemies increase their combat stat by 1. I'm not Imperial. After this clash, discard this card. Huh. So either a level 1 ally or a level 10 ally, and the level 10 ally gives people more health. Let's take a look at the so let me make sure you're all informed. Yeah, let me show you the Imperial Enforcer. They're in here somewhere, and I have to find them. Here you are. There you are. Here is the Imperial Enforcer. And let's take a look at our Argonian Bandit. Here they are. Okay. All right, and our Argonian Bandit. So the Enforcer has Divert and Rally. Divert. This unit cannot lose its last HP unless it is already at 1 HP prior to taking damage. I'm thinking the Imperial Enforcer is kind of the way to go. And then Rally, after this unit is defeated, if it is not the last enemy in play or ally, deploy an enemy or ally of the next lowest level to the hex where this unit was defeated, then return this unit to the bag. So I would get a level 5 when this one dies. The Imperial Enforcer seems like the way to go. The Argonian Enfeeble means after the units engage, its target gets light fatigue, but that doesn't matter for enemies, which this is one of my complaints. I need abilities that work for enemies as well as allies. So I think, yeah, I was tempted by the folders past. I bought the folders, yeah. This guy's immortal versus most level 1 enemies. I'd say go with the top option. I agree. I agree with that too. We will go with the top option. So we're going to take him, put you back in the bag, and tell you, leave the Imperials alone! So all non-Imperial enemies deployed with +3 health. Non-Imperial, not Imperial, okay? But this guy becomes our friend. So we're going to set him aside on this card, and we can only gain that after we deal with, yeah, right? During the next quest, we do that after that clash, discard this card and gain the XP. So right now we've got him there without it, and that's how it is. So he is here with us. And that's the end of that peaceful encounter. That's the end of that peaceful encounter. Reward step, there's no rewards because we haven't completed this yet. So then we go to end of province, which we'll use this symbol, and it is the exact same symbol as the Daggerfall Covenant. So it's the Daggerfall Covenant. So the Daggerfall Covenant, this will move, oopsies, sorry. This will move to the Daggerfall Covenant. It'll move back here and then move up to Daggerfall, so it's back where it was. The Conflict brews. It brews what's there. And then end of day, he'll do whatnot, but I'm fine. So we're at day 3, starting a new day. And we will move to Velistris to do our encounter, to kickstart the encounter. So let's get there. Let us get there. Okay, so it says, travel to Velistris or Castle Bloodmane and initiate the following clash recommended by day 3. So here we go. I don't think it's resolved because it says to discard it, right? I mean, maybe I'm wrong, Schmentrix. I don't know, but this seems like it isn't resolved until the verbiage is resolved, right? I think. Maybe? I think. Yeah.
You think I get the 1 XP already? This might be a question for if someone can ask in the CTG Discord. Shannon may be on there to answer, or somebody else. Check on that. We're gonna go into the encounter. It will determine the amount of baddies that come out, but I just want to, if y'all could check on that real quick. Yeah, you're doing a check? Sweet, thank you. Okay, so we're starting the next day, day 3. We move into here and we initiate the encounter. So this will come over here, and you will start up here. Okay, then it says add a 1 level, because a number of players level 1 enemies to the baddie pool and deploy them last. The first enemy deployed must be a humanoid. Okay, so right now we're at 2 XP, based on what it might be 3, so we're drawing 2 enemies right now. So we've got half elf going on 1. We've got a bear. Oh, no, not a bear. A wolf going on 2. And then based on what's coming back, it might be a 3rd one. So we'll keep doing setup until we get that answer. We've got loot. Legendary loot. So rules say a peaceful encounter is automatically successful unless otherwise noted. Page number, Schmendrix, so we can look it up together, please. I believe you, but remember, we want to make sure everybody sees the page numbers. And for reward phase, gain all XP on other rewards for succeeding at the encounter. All right, so I'll gain an XP. But give me the page number so we can look that up. And it'll be a 3, so we'll get a level 3 as well. So we've got an Argonian bandit, which will be on spot 3, which will be here. And then we're gonna add a level 1 enemy to the baddie pool, but deploy them last. All right, I'll pull that up. We've got a wood elf bandit. Yeah, the first must be a humanoid, which it was. And this will be 4. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Rulebook page. I have the one with the index, but it still should come out. That's town effects. Town effects, so you also said 43. 43 reward phase. Gain rewards. Gain all XP or other rewards for succeeding at the encounter. If you fail, do not gain the encounter's rewards. The party leader increases the total XP earned on the XP dial by the value next to the XP icon. Each player also adds this amount to the current unspent XP balance on their adventure mat. This unspent amount can exceed 3 until the end of the reward phase. Yep, we talked about that. Some encounters refer to gaining bonus XP. This XP is not added to the party's XP dial, but must instead be tracked by individual adventurers. Okay. We talked about sky shards. Encounter results. It's titled Encounter Results. Okay, let's take a look at encounter results. Let's go to the index. That's why the index is there. Encounter Overland Quest 34. Resolving encounters.
quests and overland encounters must be successfully completed to earn their XP rewards. If an encounter allows the party to choose how to complete it, the party must choose one option. If the party does not meet the requirements, it cannot choose. Encounters have two outcomes. A peaceful encounter resolves the encounter without the players taking part in battle. Quest encounters are described either overland quests are described. 36, you say? Yeah, that's where I'm at, 36. Peaceful encounter resolves the encounter without the player taking part in battle. Am I missing something? After resolving the encounter, determine its success by proceeding to the reward step on 38. So we go to 38. A peaceful encounter, here it is. Found it, 38. 38, not 36, 38. A peaceful encounter is automatically successful unless otherwise noted. A battle encounter is successful if at least one adventure remains undefeated on the battle map. Okay, so there you go. It's automatically successful. That's the one. That's what you were looking at, sending me towards. On page 38, that's on there. Gotcha. Okay. So we gained the XP. We drew the extra one. At the end of the rewards phase, I would have used that XP to gain... Oh, man. What do I want to gain? A shield die? Or a combat die? Because I'll need one more XP to gain stamina to roll more dice. I don't think I'll spend any of it. I'm going to gain one more XP to roll one so I could get more stamina. And then I'll get my shield die. No, that the rule book I got is the one with the ones that Kate and Schmendrix has is the rule book without the index, which is the one that was sent to to the content creators who received the game. This one I just got from Shannon that has the index. So because I was like I'm struggling without an index and she helped me out. Okay, so we got that. So let's up these people here. So you're gonna have 3. All right. So your thing says all non-imperial. Oh, this is gonna be hard because we took the imperial guy. All non-imperial humanoid enemies have +3 health. Sweet. I'm going to die. Oh, I'm going to die. All non-imperial humanoid enemies. So you go from 3 to 5. You go from 3 to 5. It says it doesn't say non-quest. Here, let me put this up. Read that while I'm setting up my death. During the next the non-quest battle. Non-quest battle. Yep. Non-quest battle. Thank you. Trying to kill myself. Trying to kill myself, Kate. 3, 4, and 5. More blood to spill. Duke, you're amazing. Okay, so during the next non-quest battle, this Imperial becomes a companion. Okay, so this is what we're with. This is a quest. So this is what we're starting with. Oh, and they put them right my way. My job is to kill him. The bad part is if I kill any of these, I start getting body count. Acrobatics would be Why are you hiding back there, you jerk? Okay, so do I want to spend that XP then? Coward. No death on day 3. Oh, not with that attitude. I'll go here. I can only move 2 spaces, so that's stupid, which is why I need that stamina to really move. However, I can move here. The Wood Elf Bandit can't get to me. The Wolf can, but I can potentially kill that bandit. Okay. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm going to save that XP because from here, I'll get 2 XP, which is 3, which will let me get 1 stamina. And a shield token. And the stamina is what I want. Well, I could just get the shield token now. That's stupid. I'm an idiot. Let's do this. I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me. I'm dumb. Let me get the shield token now. Because I'm going to get it anyway, right? So let me just get it now. Okay. Then if I win, I could get the stamina token. All right. And something else happens. Something else happens. Each adventurer gets 1 fewer town action. Imperial adventurers may spend 2 tenacity to avoid it. So that's for town. That's for the Empire Remnant, which has control. And then there's no native skills, so the native skills would suck. So no native skills being used right now. This is just body count. All right. So I'm gonna start off my turn round 1 by going 1, 2. And then I'm only rolling 2 dice. This is 2 damage. I'm trying to kill you, right? I hate that I can't, like, go all... I think I will, though. I'll roll these 2 dice against you. So this, deal 3 damage to your target, then gain 2 light fatigue or 1 over fatigue. And this deals 2 damage to your target. That guy's dead. Yeah, I can flood fatigue. I just need tenacity to flood fatigue. So I'm going to gain 2 light. And that's enough to kill you. So y'all will go into cooldown. You're dead. Because I killed you, I think that blood pool thing builds up. You are defeated. Then I will take... Man, this is going to be nuts. Then I'm going to take this to switch stance. Yeah, because you're 2 away, and I'm going to roll the shield and the other one. So I gain 1 tenacity. And this thing says... Constitution. While this dies in your cooldown track, when you are dealt damage by a non-adjacent enemy, I prevent damage. So range damage doesn't hit me. That guy. I get to block 2 damage from it, from any range damage. And I'm done. Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I have to be in defense. Man, I'm getting used to the new classes. So instead, I still gained the tenacity, and I got the block up, but I'm in defense mode, so I'm not shooting at anybody. I just defended myself. You're right. Thank you. Okay. So enemies, you are going to... They're all level 1, so it doesn't matter, but let's say order of operation. You'll move 1, 2. Your range is 4, so you can shoot me. Cool. So you will shoot me with this die. 1, my shield blocks it, so no damage. You deployed next. You'll move here. You're going to roll 2 dice against me. Now this might chafe. 2 damage. I don't have any shield. This is only for ranged, so I am going to take 2 damage. Then you're going to move 1, 2. And that's it. All right, with that tenacity, I can deploy out my friend, though. And after a companion is defeated. So I have the tenacity to stay alive. So let's do the cooldown order. So round 2, cooldown 3. These go away. I'm going to move 1, 2. I'm going to spend that tenacity to deploy out the diving cliff racer as my companion with 3 health. And I get to heal when it dies, so this is why I'm doing this. Here. Then I will roll attack on this guy. I need to switch stance to my axe phase. And then I will attack. That deals 2, what's that symbol? 3 damage to your target. That's 3 damage. You have no shields. You're dead. Target destroyed. 3 damage. Dead. Sweet! Deal 3 damage to your target, then gain 2 light fatigue or 1 over fatigue. I'll gain an over fatigue because I'll be able to get rid of it. There we go. And then it's the enemy's turn. Because we got to make it through the... Because it says we have to eliminate Hex 1, but we need to finish the round. So you are going to attack him with 2 dice. Oh wait, doesn't he get to... He gets to attack when he's deployed. Sorry, it's the other way around. He gets to attack when he's deployed. So he's attacked when he's deployed. So he roll... I'll say this is his roll. So 1, 2, 3 damage to the wolf. The wolf riposts with 2. And now it's the wolf's turn. Here we go. So the wolf is going to attack for 2, which will kill this. And this thing says, after a companion is defeated, heal yourself 3. So I go back to 5. And then you will move 1, 2, and you will attack me with 1 die. And I'll take 1 damage. And that ends the round. We won. That's it. That was our battle objective. We completed it. So with it being completed, we gain 2 XP. I will immediately use that 2 XP to be able to roll more than 2 dice. So I'm putting that there. And raise this from 3 to 5. And combat's over. So this goes here. We didn't get any loot. That's okay. We clean these up. They go back to the bag. We got 1 in our blood pool. Yeah, we got 1 in our blood pool, but we finished it on round 2. So we got the 2 XP. We spent it at the rewards phase. All right, so when completed, go to entry B16. True to form, your assassination effort in Aldmeri Dominion territory has made you public enemy number 1 in this part of Cyrodiil. Perhaps you should have expected it, but you're also surprised to see a rapidly cohering narrative that the assassination was the work not of the Brotherhood or some motivated third party, but the Daggerfall Covenant's espionage agency, the Ring of Daggers. You don't think you left behind any evidence that would suggest Covenant involvement, but you have 2 more victims of the Blade Sacrament left to kill, and you resolve to make your next target the lieutenant ensconced in the Covenant bureaucracy. Hopefully that will dampen the rumors. Special instructions. Set the Aldmeri Dominion as the dominant faction. Do not move the Battlefront token. So the Aldmeri Dominion becomes that. The Battlefront token stays there. Okay.
Let me move this back over so I can put this with this for y'all. Okay. Place a light fatigue die in Castle Blackboot. Castle Bloodmane. And Valstress is where I am. Okay. These dice do not count against the limited supply of light fatigue dice. What? If there are not enough dice in the supply, remove the required light fatigue from adventurers' cooldown tracks to place dice in the designated locations. Interesting. Okay, so, but what does that mean? Quest objective. Travel to Fort Ash or Burma and initiate the following clash recommended by day 6. Fort Ash is here. And Burma is here. Or Bruma. Bruma is here. Bruma and Fort Ash. By day 6. Add number of player level 1 enemies to the baddie pool and deploy them last. The first enemy deployed must be humanoid. After a member defeats an enemy that is not the Hex 1 enemy, set aside a HP chip. Ongoing step effects. Towns with a light fatigue die in their hexes are closed. Okay. While the Admiri Dominion is dominant, increase the calculated EP of all battles by the number of set-aside HP chips. So we're going to be fighting a level 5. Sweet! Or a level 5 and a level 1. When an adventurer takes the Guildhall town action, they must either discard 1 common loot or gain 1 light fatigue equal to the number of set-aside HP chips. Cool. Cool, cool biscuits. Alright, so let's do end of day stuff. So we need to deal with where this thing is moving. So it's staying where it is. This is interesting. So what happens now? So what happens now, though? Because it says set. I'm assuming when does the book take over for the game? Because does it take over after the weather phase? Because if it did, the Aldmiri Dominion just lost its faction control. So I'm assuming after the day ends you advance, but it says when completed you would do it. I don't know. I got a order of operation issue happening. We're gonna treat it as the story. We'll treat it as the story and leave it where it is. I don't know, nothing. Yeah, that's a weird one. Order of operation of story versus events. Because it says when completed, when I complete that objective, I gain the reward, I continue with the story, I then go to end of day phase. The end of day phase would have me move it back, which means they'll no longer be in control from where the chip is. Oh, wait. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. Because when nothing happens, it would move back over there, and it's already there, so it would happen. So I don't know. I'm gonna leave it the way the story has it. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. But we'll see. And I have until day 6 to solve this problem. Okay, and then I can heal 1 and get rid of a thing. Okay. The party completes its quest step at the end of an encounter phase. Yeah, that's what I figure. Before end of an encounter phase in which that step's objective requirements are met, or that step has failed. So it's before the overland, before the last phase. So basically, if we look at, and this is a very important question for people who are rules lawyers, right? So we had the overland encounter. Not the overland, sorry. We had the quest encounter here. We resolved the quest encounter. We went to the rewards phase.
So resolve triggered by the party's current quest step or an active set-aside quest. So takes priority when possible. So therefore, the moving on to the next would switch its alliance. Yeah. The overland, the end of day effect is down here on step 4. So we just finished the quest, we did our rewards, and now we're at end of day, which would cause the battle token to shift away from them again. So to me, that's the logical step. Oop. So I'm going to treat it as the logical step that it moves back over here. That's the logical step for me. So the story kind of said, move it over here. Oh, you just lost it. So, okay. All right. Then we go to day 4. So we're at day 4. So we just went to day 4, and now we need to determine where we're going to go. So we've got until day 6 to get to Fort Ash, which is where I'm going to go. And it's going to close off Fort Ash for me. I can move 3 spaces. 3 spaces. Let's do an unstable conflict, shall we? That seems fun. We could go to Great Viper Outpost and do that, or do a combat. So we're either going to go here or here. Here sounds fun. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 to go to Grey Viper Outpost. We will draw Unstable. Unstables make me nervous. I'd like to do another Clash. Let's see what happens. So we'll shuffle those up. And let's see what we got. Champion of the Downtrodden. In times of war, disgruntled and distraught soldiers have been known to revisit the horrors of combat on defenseless bystanders. You see the makings of one such tragedy about to unfold in front of you. As a mutinous offshoot of one of the alliances is about to sack the small town on the Cyrodiil plains. More civil-minded reinforcements will never arrive in time, so you're the only bulwark between these peaceful denizens and wanton destruction. Given the fire in these soldiers' eyes, however, you're not certain your martial prowess will be enough to stem the tide. Yep. Yeah, Kate reminded me of that one. So because this is not an unstable encounter, I get to choose which one I want to do. I can defend the village, after deploying enemies, place 4 stacks of 4 HP in an unoccupied hex. These are the villagers' buildings. Enemies treat the villagers' buildings as opposing units. Hexes containing the villagers' buildings are impassable. If all buildings are defeated, the encounter has failed. Okay. And we have to conquer. We have 5, so we'll be dealing with 1 level 5 with 3+ health. We can leave them to their fate. Activate today's province effect twice. If you are occupying Lipsman's Tam or Underpaul Cave, activate it 3 times instead. We're here for this. We're here for this. We want experience. 2 experience is great. Yep. 2 experience is great. I can't pass that up. So we're going to go for it. This is going to come here. You'll be here, and we'll put you there. Okay. So we're getting a level 5 because we have 5 experience in our baddie pool. So let's deploy out first. First, we got treasure that goes out first. Lord knows if I don't do this in order, people will probably be like, "You did it wrong, Canje. You're supposed to deploy the loot first." All right, so we're going to be having a Dark Elf Marauder. So I can't one-shot him, basically, with Divert. What is Disrupt?
When this unit determines a target, its target must exhaust 1 die from its active slot. You're gonna die. You're gonna have 7 health though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because you get +3. I can't fear him because I don't have a fear die because we did not take the guild kiosk action at the town encounter to gain the fear die to put the fear on him. So he's got stupid range though, or she. Sorry, let's not be sexist. So she will be placed here, and then we're gonna get, after deploying enemies, we're gonna do four 4 health chip stacks. 1, 2. These are the village's buildings. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 health chip stacks. 2, 3. Oh, that's true. That's true. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. And these are impassable terrain too. 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Got them all set up. Okay. Our job is to kill him and win. I get to deploy out. First, let's get your health up. So 6 health. 2, 4, 6. So our Imperial's coming out. 6 health. Oh, we're gonna smash this dude into dust. Okay, I'm gonna go there. All right. Let's get our round tracker where it needs to be so you all can see what's going on. You've got 1 shield. All I need is a tenacity, and then we're going to surround you and begin curb stomping. I'm just going to let you know that. So at the start of the round, cooldown, I get 3 dice back. So I get you, and this goes away. Then I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, now that my stamina is 3. All right, Kate. The health stacks go in any unoccupied hex, right? May as well move them all to the back. I don't want him to run away from me. I think it's fine if they're here. I think it's okay. It can, yeah, in any unoccupied hex. Sure, I'll put this one back here. I'll put this one over here. All the way back here. You have range 4. You can hit them from anywhere, so it doesn't matter. I'll put this one here. And this one over here. Let's make it clear as day, yeah? Okay. So I got there. I did my cooldown. I'm going to attack you for everything that it's worth. I'm in the right stance, so let's do it. So that is 3 damage plus 1. So this one will take off the armor. 3 damage incoming. 1, 2, 3. And I will gain 2 light fatigue. I should gain the over fatigue because then I could get rid of it. But let's do 2 light fatigue. So that is that. That is my turn. You are going to move 1, 2, and continue said curb stomp for 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Well, 2 damage, sorry, because you have a shield. So you're down to 2 health. Cool. And that is our turn. Then it's the enemy's turn. He's going to attack. The enemy's target is 2 enemies with the lowest health, which would be the town, within range 4. So it's going to attack both of those, not me. So that's 2 damage here, boom, boom. And 2 damage here, boom, boom. Okay. Then round 2, it's going to be a very short round 2. I'm going to do 1. Let's time skip. Time pause. Roll these dice. I need a 3, 4, 3. I got the 4. Last time. 3. And we'll gain 2 to put that down to a 3 to complete the 3, 4, 3. What did we get? Free loot! Old Aldmiri Orphan Gruel. Discard this card, then remove up to 3 fatigue from your cooldown track. Or each event. Oh, this is cool. So that'll work. Okay. So that's my first item. So that was 1, 2. And shall we? I forgot the cooldown. So that'd have been this. Get one of those, get one of those. Get one of those. Then I will do this to attack you. That is 2 damage. You have 1 shield. So that's 1 damage. Which will go here. And then I'm going to munch on the gruel, discarding it to get rid of these 3. Done, done, done. 3, right? Yep, 3 light fatigue, 3 fatigue. Then his turn, he's going to roll 2 dice against you. That's 3, and that's enough. You're dead. You have been defeated. Can I get to this? I can go one more round and get to this, right? I think I can. Because then it would be the enemy's turn and the enemy's, and I think I can go one more round and get there. I think I can. Someone will tell me no. Oh, that's perfect. 5, 2, 2. 5, 2, and 2. Oh, 9 counters over? Okay. Sad face. Sad face. Alright, encounter's over. I wasn't able to get to the other loot, but we won. And I didn't take any damage. That was fantastic. Alright, this is discarded. He is returned to the bag. And I get 1 here because he is not a target. Yeah, he's not a target. So he goes to the blood. He goes to the blood pool. Okay, and this is beaten, which means I get 2 experience. So I go up to 7, so I'm getting 5 and 2 1s now. What do I want? Methinks I want another one of these, which I think I will get. I'm going to get another big hitter. Otherwise, you'd be able to clear your entire cooldown in the battle. Is that end of round or at beginning? So I'm going to gain 1 more of that with the 2. I can't cool down at the because the combat was over at the end of the round. I can't cool down to get it, so no, it wouldn't work. All right, so this is 1. I moved up to 7. That's over. We did our rewards. I leveled up. Then end of day. Cooldown at start of round. At start of turn, Yogi. Cooldown at start of turn. This will go back to the Aldari Dominion. Then I would gain 1 health, but I believe I'm at full health. And I can retrieve a die. Or retrieve you. And there we go. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. I got good movement, got good health. Looking nice, looking nice, looking nice. I can get 1 more of these, another one of these. If I could fill this track, I just want to lance into somebody's face. Okay, so that ends that. I did the cooldown. We end the day. We're at day 5. And then we move, and I'm going to go to... It has to be a day 6, right? Is day 6 what we're trying to get to? Recommended by day 6. So we could do a peaceful encounter. Let's do that. We're going to do 1, 2 there, and we're going to do a peaceful encounter before we go because we're only on day 5. Listen to the past. Stay a while and listen. There are reasons. There are residents of Cyrodiil who view the war as a distraction from a higher calling, who deal with the region's shifting alliances only when necessary. You have been entreated by one such citizen, a middle-aged and hard-bitten imperial woman, who has dedicated her life to communicating with Iliad spirits. The wild elves ruled this land for centuries before we arrived, she explains, as she organizes a variety of summoning talismans of the on the broken ground of one of Cyrodiil's many Iliad ruins. They could provide insight into their old ways, if only we are willing to seek them out. So you can make the connection. You have 4 total attempts to spin a chip for as long as possible before it comes to rest. What? Each adventurer must make an attempt at least once before anyone can try again. This encounter is successful if at least one chip remains in motion for more than 8 seconds. Come on! I'm not good at this! For each die in the Daedric summoning skill line that an adventurer is trained, that adventurer may reduce the required time of their attempt by 1 second. Unstable. For this encounter to be successful, the chip must remain in motion for more than 10 seconds. I am not... Oh, that's if this is an unstable one, so 8 seconds. We can try, there's no negative effect. We can try. I am not good at that. I am not good at that at all. How do you... Okay, so I gotta spin it? Is that what it is? I gotta spin it? And I have 4 attempts to spin a chip for 8 seconds. I am not good at that. I can't do that. Okay. Okay. Inception spin. I don't know if I should use these or if I should use one of these. Which one should I use? This is plastic, and then this is the good chips. The stuff you should be buying. The smoother one? Okay. Heavy chips for more inertia. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh, nope. That hit. That didn't do. That didn't stay. Sorry. Ah, it keeps hitting the mat. I gotta fold the mat back. So let's say that's turn 1. Oh, come on. Turn 2. Come on. Let's move so many things out of the way. I think I could get it to spin. You need to go back in your bag. Put you over here. Okay. Nope. Sorry. Bad start. Nope. 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8. I'm counting it. I'm counting that at 8. I'm counting that as 8. It's fun for 8. It fell flat at 8. Let's zoom out. It fell flat at 8. I'm counting that one. Aw. This thing sucks. It's like the resistance. The resistance is there. I have to do it here. Nope. Ah! I'm not good at this. Yeah, like my table mat's the worst. 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, 10, 1,000. Ah, it's amazing. 7.9. There we go. Close enough. 7.9 seconds. And I gotta put my blood pool back. That will get us to 8 XP. We get 1. And I'm gonna spend that 1 to get another shield die. Oh yeah. First try. First try. We're just goofing around, so when you play, y'all can do whatever you want. So we're at 8 XP. I spend that 1 to get my next shield die, and that'll be the weather at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, the weather's that. That's going to shift it to the even heart pack, putting it back over here. Then this gets discarded. First try. All right, so then let's restart this back to 1. Rest, gain a die back. Then day 6, we're going to move to Fort Ash and trigger the encounter. So this time, blood pool's there, and I got to read what happens with that blood pool for sure. Okay, so we'll put that there. So it says, it is not the dominant species anymore, so the EP don't care. And we're not in a town to deal with stuff. Okay, so we're fine. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Okay, so we're going to deploy a level 1 last. Add 1 level 1 enemy to the baddie pool and deploy them last. The first enemy deployed must be humanoid and is a level 5 because we're at 8. So level 5 humanoid's coming out. There you go, level 5 humanoid. And you're going to spot 1. Let me put the loot down. Sorry, I forgot. People who are rules lawyers. Loot first. Treasure here. Level 1 here. All right. So that's the one. That's our target. And we do. That's the level 5. So now we have 3 level 1s. A mud crab here. Damn it, you have native. An imperial band, not good. A skeever pup, and then +1 enemy, +1 level 1 enemy, a high elf bandit at 5. All right, let's take a look at our problem. So, put a chip in your place so I don't forget where you are. So this is our target. 5 health, range 2, rolls 3 dice and has 1 shield. So that is our target. He has enfeeble and he has divert, which means I need to knock him down before I could take him down. So that's him. Our first one up for bid, just put a health chip to see where it is a mud crab with stalwart. Stalwart. The enemy, so it can't. This enemy cannot lose more than 1 HP in a single turn. Excuse me. So there you go. That's stalwart. We've got this crap that I don't like. 3, 4, 5. So the native thing for Cyrodiil is when this unit determines a target, its target must exhaust an available skill die. If the Empire Remnant is dominant, the skill die is drained instead, which means I will lose an available skill die when this thing targets me. So I have to use everything in 1 turn. Then we have a Skeever Pup with Rot, which means I will gain the Rot. I think I gain the Bane condition. I think with Rot over fatigue. After this unit is defeated by an adventurer, that adventurer gains 1 over fatigue. That's what it is. And then the extra that got added on is this guy with dodge. With 4 health. Well, 3 health, sorry. 3 health. So there we go. He's my target. And I get to deploy out. Yep, that's what I do. I come out and just mess everything up. There we go. So I'll start there. Okay, round 1. Can I zoom in so you can get a better view of things? I don't want you to lose the cooldown track. This is the best I can do. That's the top of the map anyway. So that's the best I can do. So here we go. The most dice that will be rolled is 3, so let me do that. So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, because my stamina is 3 now. And I'm going to roll 3 against you, because I want to out and out kill you. Honestly, I can roll just 1 die against you. 2. I could potentially kill 2 of them. Yeah. Ooh, but I would lose a drain die. Nope, let's spend it all. Spend it all. Oh, and I would have done cooldown. Yep, forget to recover. So I'm rolling all 3. And I'm targeting you. I don't like ranged creatures. They make me sad. So that's 3, 6, 9 damage. Bye. Go into the blood pool. Okay. Oh, this is only in the quest encounters the blood pool goes up, which means when I kill that one guy, it would not have. Okay, all right. So that's that. I'm just trying to not get any drain die. I'm going to get them back. Then I'm going to switch to defense mode and roll these 2 die, gaining you. Oh, that's right. Nope. I have to then gain 2. I choose to use 2 of them. I choose to use 1 of them that would have killed that creature, not the other 2. So I would gain 2 light fatigue, not the other. So it's not full. I choose to use 1, which is 3. I don't use the other. They just go in cooldown. I gain the 2 light fatigue, and then I gain the 1 fatigue to roll these dice. Yep. I don't gain 6. Which this is for ranged. I block 3 damage from range, which is fine. Then I'm going to gain another light fatigue to go to sword to roll this die on you. 1. There we go. That's how you play smart. That's how you play smart. All right, so that will end my turn. Your turn to go. You just need to attack me at range 2, so you're going to move here, which is where I want you to move. And then you're going to attack me with 3 dice. 1, 2, 3. Well, luckily I can block 3 damage from range, so no thank you. You are going to attack me for 1. That's not good. 2. That's really not good. Wow, that rat really laid into me. you're going to move 1, 2 here. You're going to roll 1 die. Nothing. And then you can get to me, and you're going to roll 1 die. 1 damage. Aren't they dice specifically for range? Like the skill line has melee defense and range defense, and you got 2 range defense die. Ah, so he took the wrong level 1. No, it's the same. No, it's the same, right? Oh, you're right. I picked the wrong one for melee and range, and I took 2 range instead of a range and a melee. I took the wrong die. Heh. All right, it is what it is. I took the wrong die. Yeah, no. It might be unintentional. You're right. I thought they were all part of the same die face, and I was wrong. So I'm good against range, but I suck against melee. I get you. All right, round 2. Round 2. Cooldown. 1, 2. Then let's do this. All right, Duke. Yeah, good luck on your appointment. Have a great weekend. Yeah, hopefully I can complete the quest. 5, 2. It might be an item that I need, so I'm going to take the light fatigue to see what it is. Discard this item, then gain 3 bonus HP or each adventure heals. Awesome. Cool. I told you it might be helpful. So that gets done. I'm then going to eat this to gain back my 3 health. Call it bonus fatigue. I don't care. It's still health. Then I will attack you for everything that it's worth. This might be bad, but hey, it's worth it. Yep, so this is 3, 6, 8. What do I need to beat you? I need 6, so I just need to use 2 of these. Not this one. So that is enough to kill you. You're dead. Oh, wait, no, you're not. You have divert. You have divert, don't you? Yep, you have divert. You're not dead. You're down. So then I could just take 3 and then the 1. So that'll do that. So I won't use that. So that'll go here. And then I'll gain. I did 3 and 2. So I'm full. I'm full. So I use the 3, gain the 2 light fatigue. And then I use the 2 for a total of 5. For a total to knock him down to 1. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, we're good. Yep, because that would have taken out 4. It would have been 5 minus 1 shield, so that would have taken him to 4, and we're good. You would have had... He didn't hit me. I would have gained 1 light fatigue, which would have converted into over fatigue, because his enfeeble would have hit me. So the last one I gained would have given me an over fatigue. And that's where we are. Okay. Enemy turn. All right, so you're going to go first. You're going to roll. I think I might be dead. I picked the wrong dice, and I'll fix it if I survive this. I can't take an over fatigue to take another turn. I really wish I could. Once per battle, at the end of your turn, gain 1 over fatigue to take an immediate extra turn. Is there any way that I can convert a light fatigue to an over fatigue to use the Swift Warrior, or am I screwed? I think that's the thing I don't know. Even if you took another turn, you'd only recover 3 light fatigue. Yeah, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. It wouldn't matter. Okay. So that's the 3 bonus health that I had. Might be using the guild action. Then you here. Might be using the guild action. Uh-oh. Oh no. And then you. Yep, using the guild action. So I'm going to use my guild action. Heal to full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set the day counter to 1. Draw one of these and one of these. And see and get them. Ashen Bow. If your target is 3 or more hexes away, we get to hit them hard. And that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I picked the wrong heavy armor dice. I wasn't paying attention. That's on me. That's on me. I'll fix it when I get through here. That's on me. That's my fault because I wanted 1 and 1. Truly, that's what I wanted, but I will wait until this fight's over to deal with it. So I'll do that. Heal to full. I get all my dice back. All these clear out because it says get rid of all of this. And I get all my dice back, so it's basically restarting from scratch. And that's what those, he killed me, well, would have killed me. And then that's here. And you've enfeebled me 2. So on the next round, which is coming up now, I will gain 2 light fatigue. This is range. I think this is melee. It has to be from range. I don't think there's a thing as a ranged attacker. I think this thing just has a range of 2 where it's between range or melee. No free games. I believe that's how it works. If it's next to you, it's melee. If it's not, it's ranged. Okay, so then we'll switch to this. I will fix this. I did that on error. Actually, let me do that now. Since we made a guild call, I'm gonna say because I wanted 1 and 1. That was what I wanted for my build. I just picked wrong because I thought it was the same die. Okay, so we're gonna roll. I feel like this game's gonna screw with me if I don't roll 2 dice. I feel like this game's gonna screw with me if I don't. So let's do 1, 2. And I'll roll these 2 dice. Not that it matters, but I didn't see your guy get dead because he did because I used my guild assist. That's why. Right. Because I used my non-assist. Oh, who's hiding? Oh, because I'm here. I'm here. Let me see if I could pull that down a little bit. Yeah, I use my guild assist. There we go. There you go. Is that better? And it allows me to place myself anywhere. I'll place myself right there. All right, so let's go ahead and do my turn. All right, so I need to use that one, which means I will gain 2 light fatigue. And then he will die. So we've claimed our person. And then I'll move 1, 2, 3. These will go into cooldown. That's legendary. I need the key first. Roll for the key. Didn't get it. Didn't get it. Let's do it again. I'm going to take the fatigue to make this a 2 for the key. And then I'll do the 3-3, which means I just need the 4. So I have 2 more rolls to get a 4. Nope. 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 We're not even going to look at what it is. It's just gone. Nope, that's a hard fail. Oh, I see what you were saying. All right. Then the enemy's turn. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Round's done. We won. Okay, with the guild assist, we won. Yes, that was my screw up for sure. Let's do that. That was my screw up for sure. I was supposed to take. I was going for 1 resolve, 1 constitution, but I screwed up and got both constitutions instead of 1 resolve. So I am an idiot. And I'm not going to do the, well, it's what you chose, you're stuck with it for the rest of your life thing. I'm not interested in that. Okay, so we won. We won. We gained 2 XP, so we're going up to 10. So now we're 2 level 5s. We got 2 XP to spend. I could do a combat die and a health. I could do another stamina. It's not a bad idea. What do we want? I could do another one of these too. I need a way to gain tenacity. That's my big thing. Maybe I could go for my level 2s. I could go for my level 2 die. Right? Is that my tenacity? And my level 3 die is the one that does it. So I probably should have spent this to get the level 2, so then the next one could have been level 3. I'm rethinking this build because I didn't build it smart. And so we're going to do a major, massive retcon that everyone's going to fuss at me about, but I don't care. So instead of getting another one of these ones, I would have gotten my level 2, and then I'll spend 2 more to get my level 3. No, the level 3 one. The level 3 one, because that's the one that's going to make this worth it. So I'll get the level 3 one. Yeah, I'll get the level 3 one. So now I'm building my build properly, because now I'm generating a lot of fatigue, of light fatigue, and my level 3 die will let me convert that fatigue into straight up damage. So that's where we landed. Okay. So I'll spend this 2 XP to get my level 3 combat die. Okay. Cool. Cool, that works for me. That works for me. All right. So we went up to 10. We did that. So we get a level 10 to fight now, and we're going to entry C17. 2/3 of Cyrodiil would now like nothing better than to see you dead. But that just means you're doing your job. Your most recent assassination has indeed put to rest speculation that the killing in Dominion territory was the work of the Covenant spycraft. But unfortunately, now all eyes have turned to the Ebonheart Pact's hidden armigers as the likely culprit. Considering you have 1 more target and they happen to be undercover in the Pact, you'd like nothing better than to knock off the mark and then knock out of Cyrodiil altogether for a long vacation. Set the Daggerfall Covenant as the dominant faction. Do not move the Battlefront token. Okay. Place a light fatigue on Burma, or Bruma, Fort Ash, and Fort Warden. These dice do not count against the limit supply of the light fatigue dice. Do not remove the light fatigue dice on other towns. If there are not enough dice in the supply, remove them from adventurers as well to form the designation. Quest objective. Travel to Chalman Keep or Cropsford. So that is... Chalman Keep is here. Cropsford... The hell is that? Cropsford? Cropsford. So Chalman Keep. Where's Cropsford's down here. Or down here for Cropsford. And initiate the following clash. Recommended by day 9. We're going to add the level 1 to the fight. Each time a party member defeats an enemy that is not in a hex, do it. There's more story. We're just killing people. Ongoing step effects. Towns with a light fatigue die are closed, while the Aldir Dominion or Daggerfall Covenant's dominant increase the calculated EP of all battles by the number of set aside HP chips. Each time an adventurer takes the Guildhall town action, they must discard loot or gain 1 light fatigue. And we have to complete this by day 9. This is not the end, but we're killing across the land. Oh, wait. Then we do the end of day effect, which it will move to the Ebenheart Pact, which is over here. It's going to move to Ebenheart Pact. Then I will get rid of a die. Then I can reclaim a die. I actually don't want to lose the light fatigue right now. I don't want to lose the light fatigue right now, so I'm actually going to reclaim this one. Light fatigue is good. It is good for us. Okay. All right. Then, so we've got our build the way that we want it. We're good. So we did that, and now we're at the new day, so we're at day 7. And we're going to Chalman's Keep, right? Chalman's Keep or Cropford, right? Did I pass that? Yeah, Chalman Keep. So we're going to Chalman Keep. It's going to take us a little while to get there. We could go do an encounter, though. That sounds fun. So let's do an encounter, get some more XP. 1, 2, the under... I mean, I could get to Imperial City. I could go there and so we could burn the town to the ground. Because we just kind of have to. So I think we're going to go to the Imperial City and burn the town to the ground. And make this game really hard for us. So here we go. 1, 2, 3 to Imperial City. Oh, yeah. So it's Chalman's Keep or Cropford. All right, so we're going to Imperial City. And we need to discard, I'm going to discard, it says discard an item, right? Each time an adventure takes the guild, I have to take the Guildhall town action, I have to discard a light loot. Okay, so when I take the Guildhall action, put these back in your respective bags. Okay. Desolate and deadly. The once great Imperial City now sits on the verge of collapse. I'm glad it doesn't have an inn. Occupied only by black worm cultists and all manner of Daedra, it holds some attraction for those seeking dark power, but such power finds it difficult to resist that power's all-consuming corruption. Skip today's adventure's rest step. All skill tokens from the training bag are available for this encounter, but each time an adventurer trains a skill line, they must gain 1 over fatigue. Imperial adventurers may choose to gain light fatigue instead. Apply the dominant factor's effects, so I can't take the Guildhall. Town Square. Advance the Battlefront token as many spaces as you would like in any direction. Each adventurer is dealt 1 true damage for each space. That sucks. This is probably the worst place to go. I should have gone to a freaking fight. Alright, well, let's draw. All of these are available. Yeah, this is the worst place to go, but all these are available. And if I train one, I take an over fatigue. And we skip the adventurer's rest step of the day. Cool. Oh, and what happens? I also got to check to remember what happens when the Covenant is in charge. The Daggerford Covenant is in charge for the city. And also, that also takes place. Does that mean the trainer's closed? So I came to this town pointlessly? Add 3 random skill lines to the number available. All shops are closed. So I could train and take an over fatigue, but I'm not. I should, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm not doing. I'm just gonna. Yeah, no shop to burn down. We're not gonna use any. We're not gonna do anything here because I'm not trying to take over fatigue. I will be right back though. Quick bio break. Quick bio break. Be right back. All right, cool. I'm back, and I did wash my hands. So let's see. I said I did. All right, so we left that. We wasted the day. We don't have an adventurer's rest stop, but we do have whatever's happening here. So it looks like the Ebenheart Pact is the one that is going to become the dominant force in the area. All right. Then we go to day 8. We're at a 10 healther. Let's just go there. 1, 2, 3. Let's just go to Chalman Heart and start that encounter. Our last target. We're at C. C-A-B-C. C is our target. Alright, let's trigger this encounter. So this. Pull down and we could zoom back in. Okay, so let's see. The first enemy deployed must be humanoid, so our level 10, because we have 10 XP. So we have 10 XP, our level 10 is going to be Goblin Shaman. Have Recover and Rot. So Rot gives us over fatigue when we beat him.
recover, however, at the start of this unit's turn, it heals 1 health. Number of players' health. 5 health for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 health. Let's set up the board. And there's something else I have to do too, because of based on the amount of death I've been doing. Let's see. Nope, it's just straight up fight. Each time a party member defeats an enemy that is not, it builds the queue. So we're going to add 1 level 1 enemy. It says add number of player level 1 enemies to the enemy pool and deploy them last. Y'all never heard of BioBreak? That's like from World of Warcraft days. That's from our World of Warcraft days. We have a Red Guard dude, Red Guard bandit that has steel with 5 health. This is some steel, as I've said multiple times, is something that I'm going to be homebrewing when I get my final copy, because I think that steel should be that it's removed from you until you until combat's over, and then you get it back instead of the loot that you love is gone, which is what steel is. So basically, here's steel. When this unit determines a target, roll a d6. If the result is greater than or equal to the target's current health, that target discards a non-food item from their ready slot. So, I mean, I could have nothing in my ready slot and just fight him, which is fine, but I think that saying you can, saying that it's lost for the fight, for the combat, and then when it's over you get it back, is like he stole it from you and put it in his pack, instead of he stole it from you, broke it into a billion pieces, and threw it off the side of a bridge. So that, and then Shatter, to me, for Shatter, my homebrew of that is going to be that the weapon is unavailable to you until you go to a city and take a town square action. Or a shop action, sorry. Take a shop action, and it repairs the item. Yeah. So it's like you have to go to a town, go to the blacksmith, and the blacksmith will repair the weapon instead of, oh, it's shattered, it's gone forever. So like Shatter says, each turn, so every turn, the first time this unit is engaged, you hit this unit with anything by an adventurer who is not overtaxing a weapon, that adventurer must discard a weapon from the ready slot after the engagement. So every time you fight him, you're discarding things. And I think that's silly. So for me, like, Shatter means this is broken, flip it upside down. You cannot use it until you go to a town and use a shop action to where they will repair it for you. That is going to be my homebrew. So, and I get to do that because it's my game. So, all right, let's put you out. You got range 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so you won't be able to get to me this round, which is okay. If I can't get to you this round, that's okay too. So start around cooldown. Let's get rid of these for now. And none of them can get to me this round unless I move here, which I can, or here. I could do a move 3 and then move 3. So let's do that. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. And I'm not attacking this round. So I got a 5, a 1, and a 2. That makes me happy. Then we've got Cobra Chicken. Glyph of Stamina. Enchant the Adventurer. The enchanted adventurer may treat their magic as stamina for their move action. Discard this. Yeah, this is a crap one. It's a crap one for my build. But it'll go in my backpack. Not
equipped. And then because I'm not attacking, I'm going to move 1, 2, 3 back. And that is my turn. I am done. So you will move. So you first. 1, 2. And 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't get to me. And then you'll move 1, 2. All right. 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 Then drop bears. That's the name of it. Ah, you know how long I struggled with that? Drop bears. I so wanted to. I was trying to remember the name of that. I was out with some friends, and I was trying to say there's this koala legend that's supposed to be like vicious and trying to kill you, and I couldn't remember what it was called. I was just calling it like a killer koala, but it's drop bears. That's what it is. Okay. If you move here, 1, 2, 3, 4, you'll be able to get to me. If this is your first engage of the turn, increase your range by 4, which I will. I really don't need to. If your target is 3 or more hexes away, set 1 skill combat die. So I can let's recover first. End of round 2. Recover. This one I'm going to overtax. Bow of the Deadlands. So it says, if this is your first engage of the turn, increase your range by 4. And it will be, I got to be in range mode. So 1, 2, 3. So I can hit this guy. And I'm rolling this die. And then I'm overtaxing it. Add 2 enemy combat dice to this engage. And roll 1d6. I'm also going to roll this. That's what I'm rolling. So I'm rolling that. Actually, that. And then I'm adding 2 combat dice to that roll for the overtax on this bow. So I got, let's put this in order. I got 1, 2 hit. He's going to heal that back, which sucks. Thought I could do more. And then I've got a shield and a bit there. For that round, let's put you here. I'm going to get them all back anyway. Okay, and then I roll a d6, and on a 5 or 6, I lose this. All right, so I keep it, but it just goes in my backpack. Okay. Then I still have movement, right? So 1, 2, 3. Cool. All right, you are going to move 1, 2. Well, first this guy is going to roll 3 dice against me. First he will recover, because he has recovered at the start of his turn. And then he will attack me. 1, I have a shield, so I block that damage. And then you're going to do 1, 2. And you're going to attack me as well. 1, I have another shield that blocks that damage, and he steals this. So I will play this as rules, but I plan to homebrew that when my game comes in. Okay. Cool. That's the end of round 2. We're at round 3. I'll move 1, 2, 3 here. Recover, of course. And then we're going to roll a lot of stuff. So we're going to be in here. We roll 3 dice. And we roll you, and you. Okay, so we rolled this symbol. Deal 5 damage to a target, and this gets drained. That's 4 with your shield. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is not ending well for you. So that's 4. And then this one says deal 2 damage to your target. So shield and 2, you're dead. One shot it. And this one goes here. And then I will not use this one here. And that was my movement. Then I will take a light fatigue to switch to defensive posture. And I'm going to roll my defense die and this die. I get 1 defense and a tenacity. I will then use that tenacity to summon my friend right in front of me. Right there. And then he gets his turn to move. Yeah, you distract him. And roll for 1 damage. He blocks it with his shield. Your turn. You're going to attack that person with the lowest health for 1 damage, and you don't steal anything from him. Fight's over. Ha ha! I won. So we killed the level 1 enemy. We actually killed a level 10 pretty damn easily. All right, so yeah, we beat him. That ends the round. We're done. We won. We gain 2 XP, so we go to level 12, 2 XP. We recover our exhausted die. None of that stuff goes away. You get moved down to here. I'm gonna spend that 2 XP. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is so stupid. I could just get 2 more health going to 7, and everything just kind of works. You rolled armored dice again in ranged battle form in round 1. Should have been 2 separate engages. Okay. I'll take that. That'll go there. So I should have that. There you go. So I did that, and I'm good. So it's just I missed out on getting an extra light. I need to be conscious. Any reds needs to switch. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. It's a tricky build, but we can make it work. Alright, so we got 2 XP. I could spend that XP to gain 2 health going to 7, or I could gain another stamina to roll more dice, or I could gain 1 health and 1 combat die, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to gain 1 health. And 1 extra combat die. Okay, we won. We won. We killed you. Put you off to the side. You were defeated. That's there. And we went to 12, and I spent it, and we're good. Okay. D18. Your mission is accomplished, but the 3 alliances have fallen into recrimination and chaos, launching all manner of reckless attacks on their neighbors. You have no idea where all of the false information about the assassinations being military operations came from, but the rumors have been so persistent that you suspect someone is manufacturing them purposefully to sow chaos in the region. You know your matron wouldn't want you to return without a full picture of who's manipulating the situation, so you spend some time investigating the source of these rumors and realize that the subsequent skirmishes have left the central part of Cyrodiil mostly unbothered by the 3 alliances' military presence. You've heard reports that a new dark anchor, one of the mysterious Daedric devices that have been dropping from the sky all around Tamriel, has come to rest just outside Imperial City. We're going back. There's a good chance that whoever's What fomenting this conflict may want to study the Anchor in Peace. You resolve to check it out. Special instructions. Set the Even Hard Pact as the dominant. They are. Dominant faction. Do not move the banner front logo token. Place a light fatigue on where I am. And Chaplain Keep, Cropsford, and King's Crest Keep. These dice do not count. Do not remove light fatigue dice in their towns if there are not enough dice, ... Travel to an unstable landmark adjacent to Imperial City and initiate an encounter. And initiate an encounter there as normal. Recommended by day 12. Okay, so this initiates the end of the quest. When rolling the unstable die to determine the encounter type, treat the caravan result as if it were an encounter result. If a peaceful encounter is initiated, each adventurer must discard all items in their inventory before starting the encounter. After rolling the unstable die, you may re-roll the die if each adventurer spends 1 tenacity. This may be done multiple times. If a conflict encounter is initiated, use the end of session difficulty, which is 16. This quest step is successful if the encounter at the unstable landmark is successfully completed. So we're just doing an encounter. Okay. Towns with light fatigue are closed. It says while the Aldmeri Dominion, Daggerfall Covenant, or Evenheart Pact is dominant, increase the calculated EP of all battles by the number of set-aside HP chips. So it's 2. When an adventurer takes the Guild Hall town action, which I'm not going to a town, we're going ham on this. Okay. So after we beat this, we beat the quest. Okay, so that ends the reward step, that part, the day. The Evenheart Pact stays in control. Okay, and then we will recover. I'm going to recover this guy and heal, but I'm at full health. And then we go to day 9. And we're going to move right into the finale. And we have to roll the chaotic die. Awesome. Well, I don't have anything in my inventory, right? Because it says, when rolling the unstable die to determine if a peaceful encounter is initiated, each adventurer must discard all items in their inventory. Oh, not even ready slots, just all of it. Gone. Okay, all of it gone. Throw it away. Before starting the encounter. So, just gone. All gone. Okay, cool. And then we initiate this encounter. How many traps should we lay? Draw a random enemy of the level of your choice and place it on this card. At the start of your next quest clash, reduce the calculated EP by the level of the enemy on this card to a minimum of 1. Then take the corresponding penalty according to the enemy's level. Level 1, I gain a light fatigue. Level 5, each adventurer gains 2 light fatigue and is dealt 1 true damage. Level 10, each adventurer gains 3 light fatigue and is dealt 2 true damage. Level 20, each adventurer gains 1 over fatigue and 1 light fatigue, rolls a status die, and gains the result. Gains the result as what? Like, I don't know what that means. Gains the result what? Damage? It's a status die. Gains the result. I don't know what that means. Oh, gains the result of the status and loses all tenacity.
So I can reduce it by 20. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this life.
I'm going to grab a level 20.
Because it says at the start of your next oh, it's a non-quest. We're at the quest finale. That's stupid. We're going to gain a level 1. I don't need any more pain. It's non-quest. So we're just going to gain a level 1. Yeah. So we're going to gain light fatigue. If this was a quest, I would say I can just like go to like a level 1 creature and I'm uber powerful and kill it. That's what we'll do. And it stays on the card. Yeah, yeah. Well, I would gain I have to do this. Oh, I don't have to do this. I want the XP though. Well, I'll put 3 level 1s in my face if I gain the XP, right? I could choose not to do this. Yeah, let's choose not to do this. I'll choose not to do it. And we'll put it in front because that's the weather for what we're going to do. Okay. I believe... Yeah, I believe that I have to keep searching for the anchor. So the weather is going to go to staying with Ebenheart Pact. And we go to day 10. And then I'll move here. Why the hell not? And roll. There it is. So we got it. Okay. So so then it says each adventurer must discard all items before starting an encounter. After rolling the unstable die, you may roll. If I have tenacity, I didn't have any. If a conflict encounter is initiated, use the end the quest step is successful if the encounter at the unstable landmark is successfully completed. Okay. I'm just seeing if there is nope, that is something else. Okay, so it's just I'm just doing an encounter. I don't see the point of this. If a conflict encounter is initiated, use the end of difficulty EP. This quest step is successful if the encounter at the unstable landmark is successful. So whatever I draw, it comes up. But that doesn't make sense. I don't want to do a delve. I'm sorry. I don't want to do a delve on this one. I just want to do a clash. Thank you. I just want to do clashes on this. I kind of retconned it a little because I don't want to do a delve. Our next play will be delve heavy. This one is just going to be clash heavy. Go it alone. This basically this battle is modified based on the Dominion faction. The Ebenheart Pact enemies deploy with +2 health. If this encounter is successful, you may choose to skip today's activate province step, but we will win if this is successful. So I don't want to do a delve for this playthrough. I will do it for High Rock. I will delve to your heart's content. So we do that there. Do that there. Something happens with this fight. Guildhall. Increase the calculated EP of all battles by the number of set-aside chips. So it's 2. So I think the end one is 16, right? Is my typical 16? I think it's 16. So it'd be 18. I think my end of is 16. Yes, it's 16. Because we're playing Adept. So it'd be 18. Okay, so it's 18. I'm drawing a level 10, a level 5, and 3 level 1s.
Come on. Come on. Get in there. Get in there, you little bastard. I can't. So level 10. So if anybody wants to know what my level 10 is, I will say badger, 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 badger. Mushroom, mushroom, a snake. A snake. Oh no, it's a snake. It doesn't say that this one has to be humanoid. It just says this is what it is. Yeah, it doesn't say this fight has to be humanoid. Mushroom, mushroom. So 2, 4, 6. You will deploy out at slot 1. Then we a 10, a 5, and 3 ones for 18. Okay. Level 5 will be an Argonian Marauder with 5 health. Going on spot 2. And 3 ones. Yes. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is me right now. This is what you're hearing. This. Because I can't get my hand all the way in the bag. I had to when that happened, I had to upgrade the bags. This is silly. This is silly. All right, so we've got our first was a Spriggan, 4 health. So 2, 4. He's got Bane. Bane's fun. That'll be on 3. The next that I pulled was a Nord Bandit with 6 health. 2, 4, 6. With Steel. I ain't got nothing for you to steal, so have at the Knave. 4. And then the final one is an Arc Bandit. 2, 3, 4. With 4. What's there? You're a small child. 5. That's them. Okay. And I don't have any items, and we didn't burn the shop down. Anybody with range? Not that can hit me. I'm gonna start there. Okay. So we just need to win. This is the Conquer. I have to kill everything. None of y'all have range to get to me, except for you, but I'll end up... Yeah, you can get to me, and you have Bane and Retreat. Retreat's stupid. Retreat is... At the end of this unit's turn, if no units took damage this turn, this unit gains stealth, status die, and heals. I can do 1, 2, 3. None of them could get to me, and it'll be stealth. And then I could try to start killing these and getting around that. So let's do that. First move. 1. I'd like an item. Well, item sounds fun. 1, 4. Screw that. Should have taken it. Should have taken it. Anyway, it's gone. So that's 1, 2, 3. Did I do my recovery? I don't think I did my recovery. So there you go. Okay. All right. So that's all I'm going to do, and I'm going to pick my nose a little bit because I enjoy that. 1, 2. You will gain a stealth status die. 1, 2. You're not close enough to hit me. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, you gotta move this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And you will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's Claire's path. 1, 2. Okay. Then round 2. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Round 2. 1, 2, 3. Recover, of course. All right, let's do some stuff. I want to do some stuff. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shield roll with these. I'm paying attention, Smedrix. I'm paying attention. First thing I'm going to do is shield roll. All right, 2 defense, 2 range defense. Then I will gain a light fatigue to switch to this. And I'm going to roll 1, 2. You got 6 health, huh? 1, 2, 3. Let's do 1, 2. You have any shields, though? Yeah, let's do 1, 2. So this is 3. This is 2. I gain 2 light fatigue. Then I'm going to... I don't know if I should start opening up things yet. So, I already moved. I'll get it next round. I can't get the legendary. I already moved. Then I will gain another light fatigue. This is on purpose. To roll this dice, switching this stance. This will either be good or not good. 1 damage. You're dead. So it killed him. Okay. And that will end my turn. That will end my turn. Okay, so then you will move 1, 2, and attack me with 2 dice. I block both, but you do bane me. That's going to be tough to get rid of. Then you'll come here and bane me, but I'm already baned. Then you'll do 1, 2. Oh wait, there's a level 5. Level 5 should have gone next. 1, 2, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's the fastest way. And then you'll do here and bane me, but I'm already baned. And then you'll do 1, 1, 2, same distance. And you would lose this. Then, yeah, because you didn't have the range since that thing was in the way. Oh, actually, you did. You could have come here and hit me. Nope, those 2 were in the way. You couldn't have. You had to go around because you were here. They were here and here. You'd have done 1, 2 so you can shoot me and roll your 3 dice. I block 2, but I take 2 damage. Gotta do the math right. He's got range. Okay. And then you will give me a light fatigue at the beginning of my turn because of the enfeeble. Actually, give me 2. It's perfect time. So gain 2, go to round 3. I gain 2 at the beginning of my turn due to enfeeble, which is what I want. Recover. And then I'm going to roll these dice. So I'm going to switch to this. And this is against the snake. And I did lose the health for the Bane. I think I lost the health for the Bane. Ah, no, I didn't. Thank you. Bane die. Okay, so then I'm going to roll these against the snake. So this is deal 5 damage to your target. You have 2 shields, so 1, 2, 3. And that's drained. And then this die, remove up to 1 fatigue from your cooldown track for each adjacent enemy. Place 1 of the remove fatigue on each of those enemies. Enemies with fatigue on them cannot target you. At the end of the round, these are removed. So there are 2 adjacent enemies, so I'm going to remove 2. And I'm going to put it on you and you. And this is drained. So y'all can't attack me. And that's that. Then I get my movement, which is 1, 2. And let's unlock this. Oh, and what did I roll this for? I roll this to attack for 1 more. So you should have taken 1 more damage. Okay. Then I'll roll these for the key. Nope. Come on! 3. And then I got 1 more chance. Nope. Sorry, that's too much. I wouldn't have taken it. It would have been the dog. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. I'm glad I didn't get it. Glad I didn't get it. All right, so the enemy's turn. That said, enemies with fatigue on them cannot target you, which means they're not going to move. You'll move. And you'll move. And that's it. You can't get to me. Okay. Round 4. I don't know if I'm going to win this, but I'm going to try to see what I can do. So I'll gain these. This will come off. I get those back. That'll come off. I gain 1 damage for... At least I'll lose it after this round, potentially. And then I will... What's aggressive? Oh, they get to reroll. Yeah, I need my companion out. I need to roll... If only I can roll some tenacity, then yes, it'd be great to stay alive for my companion. We'll go here, because that enfeeble sucks. But we're going to attack the Bane dude, because that's going to shove it back to the back of the queue. So let's do that. We're going to roll these 2. There it is, which I will just use it to summon this guy out. And then that is 3 damage. These come off at 1, 2 damage to you. Then I am going to... I'm going to switch to this, gaining a light fatigue, to roll both of these. Game, you pick the stupidest time to do things. Okay. Then I'm going to gain an over fatigue to take an extra turn. So an extra turn, getting rid of that. Getting that back. And I will roll switch and roll against extra turn I can move. 1, 2, and it would be 3, and I got shot at the Bane dude. Okay, so that's 2. Heal a party member in sight for 2 HP. If it is... So I'm going to super exceed your health stats. So I'm going to use those 2 to heal you for 2, which can go over your stat. And then it's your turn, and you're going to roll 2 dice against that Spriggan. And that's 3 damage, which is enough to kill it. Oh boy. Okay. 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 All right. It has the highest health. You attack anyone you can attack. So they're all coming for him. Ah. I'll go down to 1 health. Sure, why not? You're trying to kill me, Smedrix. Let's do this. So you stay where you are. You're going to move in here. And so the level 10's going to attack first with 2 dice. 2 damage. And a forever Bane, I assume. Then you're going to attack him with 3. That blocks because of dodge, so it's just 1 damage. And then you're going to attack him with 2. And you re-roll on combat dice. This unit re-rolls all misses 1 time. So you kill him. He's alive for a round, but he's dead. But when he dies, I heal 3. Woohoo! Okay, then we just need another tenacity to summon him back. All right. Then round 5. Get rid of these. Get this and that back, and get rid of you. Okay. So what do we want to do? Are we going into the belly of the beast here? I think we are. We're going to do 1, 2. Yeah, because I'm going to get surrounded. There's really nothing I can do to get away from this, and I want to kill that giant snake. So we'll do that, make sure we're in our proper form. We're going to roll these 2 dice. Check summon is once per combat. You'll need 5 tenacity to summon. You're right, it's once per battle. You're right. You are correct. So that is 3 damage, which is enough to kill you. And I gain a tenacity, which I can't use because I need to get the 5 tenacity to be worth anything. So that's that. That's my turn. That's all I got. Okay. So you're level 5. You're going to attack me with 3 dice. I take 3 damage. I'm down to 1 health because that's how I roll. All right, cool. Then you will give me... I might as well just do it now with the enfeeble. Then you're going to attack me for 2. And that's game. We lost. We lost. We did as best as we could. I think I could have won if I had more. If we would have dillied around more, but we lost. I lose now because this thing killed me. He rolled 3. So I took 6 damage by 2 creatures. There was nothing I could do about it. So there you go. There you go. So we died. But I did take out a level 10, 2 level 1s. This guy sucked. And I didn't roll what I hope I would have rolled, because if I would have rolled this symbol, that would have been No, it's not that one. It's this one. Right? Yeah, it's this one. If I'd have rolled that symbol, it would have been 2, 4, 6, 8 damage on one creature. Yeah, it would have been 8 damage, which means I would have one-shot the snake or potentially this guy. But he was deadly. More basic dice for more tenacity. Yeah, but it was a great session though that we played through. We lost that, however. Let's complete this, right? E19. Let's see it to the end. Let's see it to the end, folks. Though the exact nature of the Order of the Black Worms mission is unknown to the general public, it's generally thought that the Dark Anchors are somehow linked to their ultimate plan. When you arrived at the area near the Dark Anchor, you did indeed find Black Worm cultists, as well as evidence that they were behind the rumors that have been making your life particularly difficult. As such, while you're cleaning up your disruption of their operations, you're surprised to find that the cultists were actually stripping the anchor of parts and carting pieces of it away, perhaps for off-site analysis. When you bring this report, as well as some dark anchor pieces you gathered, to Corellius, she frowns. A rogue agent appears to be at work inside the Black Worm cult, she muses. This may merit further investigation. The Brotherhood likes to know the players in the game. So in session 1, we're either going to the Cyrodiil Sigic Order quest and staying in Cyrodiil, or we are going to High Rock, or we're going to Hammerfell if the Hammerfell expansion comes in. And that's where that ends. There's more story if you're in session 2, and we gain the keyword Recover a Regent. And that is Cyrodiil. So, I really like this build. I like this build. I think if I could just think on it and tweak it more, I think this might be my build. The pet thing was okay. I might choose something different for this other than the pets, but I love these these dice. I love them so. Like, two-handed and heavy armor. Thanks, Smendrix, for catching me on some of that stuff. Is perfect. I love it. So I need to think about. I think I'm zeroing in on two-handed heavy armor as like my class build. But I don't know if I'll choose Orc. I think I still might choose Redguard and try to find another class that better suits it. But overall, Cyrodiil, the difference, this track, it's different. I think that's the only way I could say about it. It's, it didn't blow my skirt up. It's different. So it's all right. Like it provides enough variance for the game to feel different, which is its job. But is it like, oh, this is the best province zone? Meh. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's okay. I think I still prefer Black Marsh as my favorite province so far. Like, Morrowind was okay with the dig site stuff. My character didn't really get into it to try to do a bunch of delves to resolve the dig. Skyrim was like the Under Siege thing, fighting in the combat. It's a nice alternate combat, but I preferred the weather mechanics of Black Marsh overall. So I think, yeah, the extra turns for over fatigue would have been nuts. But we're going to be going to High Rock next. This is our last province that we have. I did get my shipping confirmation that Valenwood is headed here, and I will play we will play Valenwood as well. But yes, this is the last one that comes with the base game, so you can see this area. And this might shift because there's political unrest happening, which I'm okay with. You know, a little bit of political unrest is good for the soul. So, yeah, that's going to be it. That's going to be it. That's going to be a go for it. Overall, how's the game so far? I'm still liking this game a lot. This game is definitely in the running for top game of the year for me. there's just that character development stuff just feels so good. It feels so good. I haven't done a lot of side questing because I'm so, and I think that that's another thing that I may homebrew is that I'm going to remove, if I want to make a game of side questing and just seeing what I can do, I'm going to remove the day clock, period. Just rip it out of there. It's gone. In combat, I don't see the point for the round counter. I just want to have fun with it. I know it's trying to rush the fight, but it's not something that I would pick. So I would probably remove that. The shatter and the steel I'd change. But the experience leveling up baddies I'd keep because I think that works very well. But yeah, I would like a game of all side quests. That's what I want. That's what I want. And I would have to remove the day counter for that so that I can walk around. So it may be that we see that. I'll try a variant of that to see how it shakes. And that could just be, you know, the Canje variant. And y'all can use it if you want or think it's stupid and not use it at all. But we're going to go to High Rock next and see that last one. And that's what comes with the base game. So if you ordered the base game and you didn't get the Valenwood expansion, you are seeing everything that's in the base game so far. And you will see High Rock last, and then that's the base game. Then we're going to go to Valenwood, and you'll see just Valenwood. And like I said, all I'm looking for is just to show you the provinces. So everything else, I'm not, let's side quest, let's do this, let's uncover more things, let's get more loot. I don't want to do that because I want to wait for you to get your game so that so that it doesn't become a true spoiler and you enjoy it. But I also want to let you know kind of what you're in for. So if you pick your starting zone, which you can, it doesn't have to be Black Marsh, you know what to expect when you get to that province, if that makes sense. Oh no, they can't make the skill lines that complicated, but they're pretty, I think the skill lines are pretty tight as they are. But I would love a all side quests mission. And I mean, since the XP tracker will be going up, I'm going to be fighting like super powerful things, so we get to see what that looks like. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You know, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so that's going to end this playthrough for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know how long I've been streaming. How long have I been streaming? Is it 3 hours? So we got about a 3-hour playthrough with explanation. It seems to be par for the course. Yeah, if you want to fully customize, then the Elder Scrolls, yeah, 3.5 hours. So par for the course for an act with explanations. I haven't been streaming long enough. No. But I am, because I'm showing love to Rob and Mel for sure. Just be sure to check out their channel. I know tomorrow they're playing again. I think tomorrow they're playing again. And then next week, I believe Rob's doing a solo play as well on his channel. So go check that out to see what's there. I know Paul has his tutorial stuff coming. Paul Grogan over Gaming Rules will have his. So Rob, meet me at the table. Rob's Gaming Table. Those are two different channels. Rob's Gaming Table will have his playthrough. He and Mel are playing tomorrow. And then he will be playing next week, solo. Then Paul's Gaming Rules will be, he has an upcoming tutorial video that's going to be just amazingly brilliant because that's Paul. He is amazing. So you'll get to see that. I'm trying to think of who else. I think that's it. Did I miss anybody? 0.5 hour rant. No, not 0.5, 21 minute rant. So will Paul tell us how many sleeves of Jaffa cakes it will take to produce that? There will be dice in that phase. There will be no dice. Take your die and place it there. All right. Thanks everybody for joining me. Thank you to my patrons, subscribers, and if you're neither, just coming in to hang out. Hopefully this has been informative and you're having a good time watching through these playthroughs. I really hope you are having a good time because I love having you here.
Just I will be back Saturday. We might have a co-op chat in the morning, but Sunday, Arkham Horror, Kate, Cynthia, yes, we're doing that. Until then, I love you. I do. I love you guys, and there's absolutely nothing you could do about it. Bye, everybody.